Hello, and welcome everybody. Welcome back to Talent League. My name is Tyrell, and I am joined for the first time in my whole life with someone you've seen very so often. So it is Wumbi. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. I'm excited to cast with you. I've seen you before. I'm a big fan. You know,
I have
starstruck.
a fan.
No, I'm kidding, but starstruck. Okay.
You're welcome. Never hurt my ego, motherfucker. Anyway, which match? Well, today we still have another match from the close qualifiers, and I'm pretty sure you can tell me all about them because I just happened to just quickly just been called in the last second, so I am completely not aware of anything today. Tell me who we have on tonight.
Well, today we have Team Goldinis with versus Humble Academy in the Invite Open semi. And this is actually a very important matchup. So the stakes for this game, as I'm going to explain them to you, if the loser of this game moves to the minor league, the winner advances to round 3, and then they potentially get a spot in the major league. So those are the stakes. It's very huge stakes. Both of these teams are fighting for a lot. They're fighting for a place not only for, well, in the minor league if they lose, but also a potential spot. It's not guaranteed, but a potential spot in the major leagues as well.
So one thing we can say for sure, both teams are secured in the minor.
Yeah, basically.
Question is, who can further go on and take the chance up on going to major? Well, looks to be quite interesting today. We'll just see, like, we ask you guys on what you guys think the match is gonna be, who's gonna win out, and I think if we put it on screen right now, it is pretty much even, like only 57% for Humble Academy. So not really the, let's say, I guess you guys all think this is gonna be a close one, and well, we're just gonna have to see for today. How are your feelings about them? Have you seen any of these teams before or hand or?
I believe I've seen Humble Academy once. As for Goldinis, I know some of the players on this team. I know Brumbarchi from Team Unknown, Cox from the former Resports Youngsters slash Blue Jays roster. Then they turned into LFO when Titan League hit, and then they won that together. I know those two players. As for the rest of the players in the lobby, I'm not too sure for what I'm looking for Humble Academy. Like I said, I've only seen them once, so I don't know what to fully expect coming into this matchup.
Well, I mean, they are the academy from Humble, and as far as last time I checked, they're technically still in PG Nats, so who knows? But then again, I don't want to spread rumors, but I've heard some things that Humble may not be in there anymore, but doesn't matter. Let's get a quick look on the map, Mams, and well, it looks like we're gonna play today Skyscraper Club, and if everything goes up onto the last spot, we're gonna have to decide it on Oregon. And well, for once, there is a map I have not casted at all, actually, my whole history. And that's gonna be Skyscraper.
Huh. And for me, that's the same case. I haven't cast a skyscraper yet. It hasn't been in comp ever. This is like the first full season where we actually see Skyscraper well at its finest since it is in comp play. So I don't know what I'm really expecting here, just like how I don't really know what to expect from the teams on Skyscraper. Skyscraper is a whole different playground. It allows for different strats. It allows you for you to be creative since it is so new. A lot of teams don't know what to expect, just like how the viewers won't know what to expect and how we don't know what to expect.
Well, either way, it has been quite a long time, and boy, I sure as hell would. I mean, I'm pretty not sure if I still have all the callouts on it. Like, but hey, well, I guess get to see it. There's a first for everything, and I would say let's just jump straight into the map. And already we have first ban up on screen, which is gonna be Thatcher because all of you me.
Yeah, nobody talks about the Thatcher ban. We also have a no ban from Humble Academy. I don't know if that was a misclick or I think yeah, somebody had a game crash, so we might need to rehost because I don't think they meant to do that. But a mirror ban that's pretty interesting. The Thatcher ban not so much, and then a Kaid ban to follow. Um, with Mira, you take away a lot of intel from the board, and for Kaid, it's just about the ability to Kaid trick. There are a lot of walls that you do need to hard breach through on Skyscraper, and so Kaid is a good counter to that hard breach utility that is.
Well, I'm
Gonna
gonna be
rehost.
curious on how it's gonna play out, but as we do have to do a little bit of a rehost because somebody's game has crashed once more again. Trusty old reliable Sage. We all know this well, all too well. I guess gives us the time a bit to talk more about it, but to be honest, I don't really have much to talk on Skyscraper naturally, because well,
Yeah,
I guess I can only say about times when like 5 years ago, when it was actually played still with all sorts of iteration, if a whole bunch of operators not existent and the whole different meta and well, I would say the golden age for some specific ones, but I guess that won't help any much, would it?
I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like you said, there's not a lot to talk about when it comes to Skyscraper because it's very fresh in a competitive map pool. It's been in the rework has been in Siege for a couple of seasons, I believe. So, I mean, we could talk about like rank strats, but nobody cares about rank strats inside of comp play. But I guess I don't know. I'm interested to I mean, for me, I guess the main map that I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to Skyscraper, but I think Clubhouse will be a barn burner between both of these teams. And I know Clubhouse seems to be overplayed in comp play as well, but I do like to see a Clubhouse match now and again.
Well, either way, we're gonna see Clubhouse later on after this map, regardless of it. But I'm more interested in is like whoever can sell themselves on Skyscraper, they're probably the ones who have the. I'm not quite sure because I guess usually like if you get first map, you pretty much can go quite confidently into the next one. But seeing like Skyscraper, like I'm not sure like if or if not most teams have even practiced something on and how it's gonna look like, but still, I think Clubhouse will definitely be something I'd say both teams should be, let's say, quite close. And then if it comes to the point, Oregon, again, you probably will see a close banger, but I'm curious on maybe which team, maybe one of those two teams have already Skyscraper figured out completely to the fullest, will be able to completely shut down the other ones. But we're just gonna have to wait and see on how it's gonna go as we're fixing up the lobby right now, getting a bit, let's say, the bands ready up from beforehand, and then we're almost good to go to start.
Yeah. On another note about like skyscraper, this is Goldinis map pick, so they may have some like nice little strats that we haven't seen quite yet. I know there have been a lot of pro league teams, specifically in like APAC North, and I think there have been a couple of matches in the EU league as well. I think one as well in NA, where there have been a couple of skyscraper matches that have like gone the full distance. One match that I can think of in particular is the Fnatic versus Sandbox Gaming. sandbox game match that happened on like the very first day of APAC North, and that game was like really good. But for the most part, it was like a game of who could attack the map better. With the way that Skyscraper is built, even with the rework changes, there are still a lot of advantages towards the defenders, uh, more so than the attackers. And I will be interested to see how these attacks will shape out on Skyscraper.
With that being said, it is now time to jump into the first round for today. And we're gonna see Humble Academy will start off defending from Karaoke and T. At least this hasn't changed this side. But yeah, interesting to see Castle being into play, which I have missed for quite some time, to be honest.
This is a very weird site. This used to be like before the rework, a lot of teams would go karaoke tea room is probably the best site on Skyscraper. Um, and now a lot of teams you see them kind of like go to other sites like uh,
Attackers need to locate and
barbecue
defuse as many bombs as
kitchen
they
or
can.
whatever, and even like the office areas right next to the dragon, not dragon, sorry, whatever that room is. Yeah, my dragon. Sorry, office, whatever that other room is called, but usually this site isn't picked first. It's usually the office site, like I said. So I wonder what Humble Academy's thinking here is with picking this site first. Also, I do like the Goyo pick, especially with his rework
10 seconds
changes,
to insertion.
removing those shields, and he just has those little gas canisters that he can place on walls. He can
5
place them on
seconds
the
left before
floors,
insertion.
and it allows for a lot of flexibility on the defense.
Attackers are moving out to locate
I
a
guess
bomb and
as seen
defuse
on
it.
TV,
Uh,
already one canister has been placed down. We're gonna see on how it's gonna affect the play, but it looks like Humble Academy definitely have, let's say, do a great idea on what they want to do. Seems to be they're setting up everything as they would like to accordingly, although, as I always have the rule, as soon as the prep timer is out, your strat, everything, your preparations should be finished, and not a second later than that. But either way, Goins are now gonna try to enter the building, and obviously with Diana makes life a bit more easier, and also makes life to spot out as well when somebody sits on the stairs and has you covered there. Well, intel's being
Ayana
shared.
Ayana Jones just grabbing some quick intel, or I think it actually just got destroyed. It did grab some intel, and Stru's still sitting here in the exhibition room, looking over towards that window where the Ayana was hanging out at. But at the moment, it's a bit of a standstill. About a minute has gone by, not a lot of action apart from Reiku facing some shots, and the first kill going to our car. That's a good entry for him, and he grabs himself another. And right now, Goldinis on this attack are just running through this extension hole that Humble Academy started with. The setup looked decent, but for the most part, the gunfight that they have taken, it's just been immediately lost. Well, only 2 gunfights actually. So Icox grabbing those first 2 picks, a minute and 28 left to go for the attackers, and they already have a good bout of map control apart from the castle that's hanging out by drums, and he could have taken out Cox. That was a missed opportunity from him.
Andrea not quite getting the kill on the Cokes. That would have been a great bounce back, but still. Humble Academy are down to 3, and they have to still defend off the last 5, but so far Goldinis are quite in good position. They're nicely on site. Drones are coming in. They're preparing themselves for the push in, but I would say Nago's position is still, I would say, a key point. He still has great overview, and also shots are flying through. They're gonna hit Neron. This is not gonna... He's gonna be able to dodge this one out, but still... Yeah, but at least Nago goes finally down. D7 will find him, but Andrea will finally come back. Will get D7, but in the case, he will also get down, leaving it all down to Bart, who has to fight through. He's gonna find Cokes. Shotgun ready. He waits for someone to run in the corner, but no, he has to fall back. But still, he's effectively in a 1v3.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Andrea is pretty much out of the game. There's no great chance to try to pick him up, so it's all down to Bart trying to do it.
10 seconds.
He comes through, but no, look on the floor. He's gonna get it. Yes, Neron
5 seconds.
whiffs about. Mr. Plan will go through, but no. Bombeshi will get him and will shut it down. Humble Academy, quite almost got almost managed to bounce back from it, but still, Goldinis will take the first round.
Good attacking round as well. Cokes, I don't know why I call them Cox, but Cokes, with two good entry picks, helping making some space for his team to get some of that map control early on towards that exhibition Dragon
Attackers
Drums
need to
area.
locate and defuse as many bombs
And
as they
again,
can.
just dominated on those entries. And he had, I mean, it also complimented his team because they got some good support, some good impact frags themselves. D7, not really, I wouldn't say it, well, yeah, a refrag, I think, onto somebody else. Like he just swung at the right time and then killed somebody as his teammate was being down. But they're gonna go back to karaoke, team up, and I mean, it wasn't necessarily a bad setup. It was just when they got into those gunfights, they just couldn't win them. They had some good opportunities, they had some good chances, and there are a lot of well missed shots, a lot of whips, and hopefully they can improve on it in this round. But it's the same exact lineup as well, and the same exact strat. They're gonna extend towards exhibition slash office area, have a shield, I believe, in towards that. Top platform in Dragon, as well as some little rotate holes as well.
Well, Humble's still doing the same strat, which still doing the same setup, which is again personally, if it doesn't work out really the first time, there's like you need to change something up. But well, pretty much in this case, Humble again makes it just copy everything just beforehand, with the one big exception that Struzo is pretty much a walking corpse at this point.
Yeah, Struzo taking a lot of damage. I believe that was from D7, and he's going to be left worse to wear in these gunfights. His HP is flashing red, so that means any type of gunfight he takes against these attackers, against these ARs and then these attackers, especially since Coates does have that LMG, he's just going to die. Yeah, like, he could literally be kissed on the lips and he die. But at the moment, he still stands. But you see the map control being gained from Goldinis over towards this east side. The Ash making her way upstairs, as well as I believe that is the Thermite in office, making his way towards the exhibition, whatever that other is called, right next to office. But Roku in a very precarious position. He's gonna hold his ground here in mezzanine, and he's being flashed. He does have some ADS there to burn out the utility being used against him. The first to fall, though, on Humble Academy is going to be the Castle of Andre, and Reku just gets on out of there. I don't think he wants to hold that. He's not going to hold it, and instead he's probably going to go for a rotation up main stairs, like so, where Bart is. But as he rotates, it's D7. The positioning from Goldinis here is just extremely good, but Bart on the refrag, making this a 4v2. This could be winnable for Humble Academy. Actually, no, because Struzo is on such low HP, and I don't think he could take another gunfight, take a direct gunfight without getting hit and then dying respectfully. But ooh, nice yourself from Neguel, and now we're at a 3v3, an even man count from Barchi on low HP. A nice shot from him though onto Bart. And now we got 35 seconds left to go for the attackers.
Still time to work through, but great time for Cokes to put on another kill, leaving Struzo the only one left to try to make this for Humble Academy. And let's be honest, he doesn't have much HP to fight it. This may well end up just in the next seconds, but pretty much safe to say unless Struzo pulls out something magical, it's not gonna happen. And well, Cokes pretty much shuts down any hope that Humble Academy had.
Yeah, just again, like I said before, when D7 was like perched up on that window, just good positioning from Goldinis. Every time Humble Academy wanted to make a rotation, every time they wanted to get out of a position they were playing in, there was a Goldinis player like right there ready to cut it off. And again, for the example I'm going to use is D7 on that geisha window. There was a player, I believe, actually no, sorry, it was Reku on that alibi playing near that drums area. He drops down, rotates up main stairs, tries to retake geisha, even though nobody is directly in geisha, but D7 on that window cut down the rotation. And you know, what's to say, don't fix what's not broken. Well, for Humble Academy, that site is broken, so they're gonna go to another one, and it's towards this office exhibition area, probably the better site on Skyscraper.
Right now, it's just still the old wall, like on the left side, still getting reinforced. Usually,
10 seconds
see,
remaining.
there's a trade-off you can do. Either you reinforce this one out to block off
5
any,
seconds left
let's say,
before insertion.
chances from the attackers to come, because you kind of like want to force them to
Attackers
go
must
into, let's say,
locate
the
and defuse
connect
the
area.
bomb.
Or you just leave it open, make yourself a rotation, and just straight up fucking run out and abuse it, like get a quick flank in there. Because that's also an option to do. And then, like I said, you can close it off when you need to. Either way, just like avoiding the door in a good sense. But still, we'll cancel in play by Araku this time because Andrea has decided to go on to the Echo, and you see Echo great operator, and did came with Skyscraper, ironically. So nice to see him put back into his home place. But still, I'm curious on how this is gonna work out because so far, if I've seen Goldinis, they managed to cut off quite a lot of people, and then let's say that they haven't really managed to get a plant. They managed to, get close to a plant in the last couple of seconds. So I'm not sure how this Echo is gonna play out for them quite.
And it's a very precarious pick because last round Goldinis didn't really get near the site. It was just, again, like I think I said it before this round even started, it was just them cutting off a lot of the rotations and catching Humble Academy out of positions. They won that round based on frags, not based on them getting into the site and planting. The bomb, ooh, the first frag though goes Bart's way, but a refrag comes through onto Raken's teammate, and that's the castle down. Bart finding himself another, looking like a Brazilian on that SMG, and ooh,
Oh,
Struzo.
Struzo!
And
He's
Shrine
gonna
though.
clean up, clear up near on out. And finally, for once, Humble Academy in the man advantage. It's actually looking quite good for them. For once, so far in this matchup. And just down to Bumbeji and Super from Goldini's side to try to salvage this round. But in Thermite and Nomad, let's see on how good these two were gonna work together on this one. But looks like Brumberg is already pinned down to a degree. It's like he needs to get the support from the Nomad right here from Super to help out, but no. Speaking of support, he's not gonna get it. Struzo will take off his hat, leaving all down to Super. And well, 1v4, can he do it? Can he not?
Ooh.
Well, he's gonna find one onto Bart. That's one thing for sure. He's just got 3 off to pick. And then it might be his, but look at the timer. 30 seconds left. Can he do it or can he not? Time's ticking. He needs to go in and find one. But right now, he's not sure. Flashbangs are going to go out. He needs to check his corners, and he does. He shoots. He finds Struzo. That's just 2 remaining. 15 seconds. He needs to find at least one and get the plan, but no! Andrea is there, still behind the bar. And he's gonna pick him up. Humble Academy win this round.
Yeah, just a good round. I want to tell it was a good round from both Bart and Struzo to hold their positionings in both Shrine and Drum respectively. Bart getting the first pick, the first 2 picks actually for Humble Academy. Yes, there was a refrag, but he refragged right back. Struzo also getting a nice shot from Shrine onto a player moving into T. And just a good round from the both of them. Yeah, I feel like Bart has had probably the biggest impact for Humble Academy so far, but Struzo in that round was equally as huge in towards that round win as Bart was. And I mean, now they're gonna go to barbecue and kitchen, and this is a site I don't see a lot in comp play, even though it's a site that I would rather go to compared to I would rather go to this site compared to going to T and karaoke. But it'll be interesting to see how they set up. I'm expecting to see a top floor roam or a top floor extension, like so with the smoke setting up his shield. I think
Attackers must locate and defuse a
patch, I
bomb.
believe that rests near kitchen. You saw the patch notes, right? He can't when the patch notes are, I think it's gonna go to test server first, but like when the patch notes go live, he won't be able to walk through his smokes without taking some damage, just like how Andrea is taking some damage. I don't know that.
I've not seen any patch notes, but this might be true. But one thing we can tell you for sure that Raku is dead on this round. So, well,
He's not having
You
the
know,
best of
not
start.
even 30 seconds gone into the action phase and being already dead. Well, at least you have someone now dedicated towards your cameras, which then again, I see him just spectating the Echo Head for 1 minute. See, this is so nice. If for pretty much for anyone who says no, I was on cam, well, we're seeing that you're on cam, Raku. We're definitely seeing that.
Yeah, Raku's not having the best of starts so far. He's been 0-4 on the entries, or well, the first opening death from Goldinis, but oh my god,
Turn
it's
on!
a double strike for the Humble Academy Strusso, and I believe that was Drea as well, getting a kill each, and Strusso with that like nice little wallbang. Can he get himself another? No, super decimates him by those main stairs, and it's an even man. You know, for the last 2 rounds, the 2 rounds in which Goldinis won in a row, we've seen them just kind of like walk all over Humble Academy, and then Humble Academy not really to a fight back. In these last 2 rounds, we've seen them both go at each other, and it's been so entertaining to see because I think of Skyscraper as like a defender-sided map, but I think of it as a defender-sided map with
Attackers have located a bomb.
a lot of grudge to it, like a lot of gunfights that can be had. And we're seeing a lot of that between both of these teams.
Either way, it definitely is exciting to watch and exciting to see. 1 minute left, 3 versus 3. We're just gonna have to see on how Goldinis will try to bounce back for this attack, but so far the defense from Humble Academy looking pretty darn fine right now. Definitely improvement from the first one, for sure, and still and now seeing it's again, like, I think Goldinis looks like they're a bit stuck. They don't quite know what to do yet. I don't see them much trying to gain ground, so doing much either. They look a bit confused. But either way, the more time they're gonna lose on, the better it is for Humble Academy, because they're the one who have the time on their side.
15 seconds
The
to go.
longer these guys spend confused on what they want to do on this attack, the more
10
time
seconds
they
remaining.
give, the more advantage they give to the defense. And there goes Bart with the shotgun kill into D7.
5 seconds
Here
to
goes
go.
another for Humble Academy, and it's all falling apart for good. Now it leaves Mombachi in the 1v. He's knifing at a
Operators,
castle with
you're
a
out of
second.
time.
Oh, what? He just.
Uh,
That's crazy. I'm sorry. That just made me laugh. But like, there you go. It's another round. 2 rounds in a row for Humble Academy, just like how we saw Goldinis grab 2 rounds in a row. And it's deadlock at the moment. I think Humble Academy have found their way into this game. They're getting more comfortable into the skyscraper match, into the map in general. And we're seeing that now. But okay, here comes the downside. They're going to karaoke tea room. We saw them lose this fight 2 times in a row. And we might see them lose it again. But maybe, since they, like I said, since they've grown inside this match and since they've grown inside this match, maybe this will be a better turnout for them. Maybe this will be a lot closer. Maybe. I don't know. That's a lot of
Attackers need to
opinions.
locate and defuse. as
well,
many
here's the
bombs
thing.
as
I
they
already
can.
see something that I generally did not see, at least yesterday. They are already changing, so they've gotten rid, at least from the castle, from this side, and also I think the Mozzie is a new addition for this side as well. So they're definitely trying to change up the gameplay, try to change up the, let's say, their strat in a bit of a way. I see to counter a bit Goldinis in that sense. So again, I would say like I would say now I would see them much more. At least I'm more
10 seconds
confident
left before insertion.
watching them now trying to win this bomb site, because they're trying
5
to think,
seconds
right,
left.
what are they good at? Clearly they have drones all over and they're
Attackers
getting
are
very
moving
good
out to
advantage of
locate
it.
a
Right,
bomb and
let's
defuse it.
bring down the Mozzie, screw the alibi in that sense. Like, is Castle really working for us on this side? Nah, not really. All right, then at least let's try to get more intel. Bring on the Valk. So you see them, let's say, adapt towards the enemies and see them to try to make something
Bomb
different,
located
try
by
to
attackers.
give themselves more of the advantage. And speaking of giving itself advantage, Andrea just decides to like, I fuck this shit. This used to be a run out heaven, and he's gonna make a run out successfully. But Cokes, on the other hand, is gonna be like, no, I'm gonna avenge my friend, and I'm gonna find another one as well. 2 down on Humble Academy's side. Early pick off didn't really work out, and Cokes being a bit of a menace just to think of picking up one after the other.
Oh, we are in this LMG meta, but Strusso's positioning here in kitchen is absolutely huge. But Coke, sorry, seems to know about it. He looks the wrong way for a second and is the capital on that little mistake. It's the little things that count. And for Struso, it's that little look away that Cox did, and he pays for it. It's a 3v3 even man count between both of these teams. Now on the compass, we see both the Osa and Bombarchi by that peaceful tree. This is not a peaceful match though so far. Super on this Geisha window is just gonna hold an angle, watching for any rotations towards that main stairs, and he was even getting into a gunfight. But nobody kills nobody yet. Again, it's an even man count, and it stands still so far.
Attackers have
But
located a bomb.
the focus seems to be towards this B site. Again, like I said, you have players repelled on that B site window, the OSA and the Thermite together, the OSA shield right on that window being utilized per utility. But again, not a lot of action going on. Goldinis are not really moving from this position. They're just droning out, gathering intel, being patient, waiting for any misplays or any mistakes that Humble Academy might make.
So far, just exchanging a few bullets here and there between the walls, but nothing much. Brumbe here just staying on the window, flashing himself. It's always a great thing to do. As Super loses a lot of HP, and Neron, well, that's all down to Struzo as he will kill. Making this one a 2 versus 3 for Goldinis. And Brumbe's still on side, but he has no one to cover, no one support, because Bart finds one, but he's gonna get himself the revenge. Noggle will fall. Bart and Struzo are the last two who need to hunt down Brumbeshi, but Brumbeshi needs to go to plant.
15
He
seconds
needs to
left.
do something, or he needs to find those 2 kills. Because time is ticking,
10
it's
seconds
about
left.
10 seconds he only got left, and well, so
5
far he
seconds
can't
remaining.
find what the clock's ticking. He needs to find at least one, but no! Bart has other ideas, and Humble Academy finally win karaoke.
Finally win, and in the first time in this matchup so far, it's not been that long, but like the first time in this matchup, they get their lead, they get their first lead of the game, and I mean a good defensive hold from them. Bart has been going absolutely mental on that SES shot, SMG though. I have for that. He, like I said, he looks like a Brazilian. Just the amount of like just one tap headshots that he's getting, the swings, the
Attackers need
confidence,
to
and
locate
his
and defuse
movement is
bombs.
crazy. And right now he's top fragging, I believe, in the whole entire lobby. Yep, he's 8-3. But I mean, it's looking good for both of these teams so far. Not a lot of negatives that I can take note of. Apart, well, actually, there is one negative. Goldinas seem to like to slow down a lot of the times, or is there a lot of standstill moments where it's like it'll be like an even man count, or they'll even have the advantage, and they'll be like they'll second guess a push, or they won't push at all.
10
And
seconds
that's been
left.
the downside of them. Humble Academy have just
5 seconds left before insertion.
Well, you could say synergy between Humble
on
Academy
at the
is
right moment.
just on
Attackers
par.
are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it. Defender
Yeah,
has been
for sure.
discovered. Bomb
See,
located by
very
attackers.
old trick, barbed wire outside. But then again,
A bomb has been located.
I would wish to see a bit more of an opportunity to really, bait this one out and get like a free easy kill on it. And then again, I think it's fair to say like quite a few of these players in this lobby, like they've been playing Siege long enough, and they remember that Skyscraper used to be competitive, used to be part of ranked for a very long time, even before the rework, and some things just haven't changed, and so did some tactics change, which is still amazing to see things that are pretty much 6 years old still getting played today.
Nostalgia will be
Fascinating.
diffused, Taro.
Well, if there would be like a nostalgia tournament, which like all of the old things with like all of the old shits, like broken crap, I would 100% play this, even though I would suck ass. But boy, that was a great time. And there is now a great fucking hole on this office wall.
Yeah, it's pure thermite slime. A big fucking hole coming right up, and it's a big one, all right. They have a great entrance into sight. Usually, how teams like to play this is that they get that big wall open. They can do a smoke plant right where that wall is. That south side wall. Get that smoke plant. Get that plant down right under the smoke, and then hold the diffuser and hold off the diffuser from the repel. But at the moment, There are not a lot of fights happening so far. Nago does take a lot of damage, but I believe that was from a frag grenade, not from bullets. The first gunfight though happens on the first floor. Raku getting absolutely decimated on these entries, and Bart with the refrag. Bart has come up clutch in so many of these refrags, and again with that SMG 11 as well. He's gonna stay prone behind that barricade. So if somebody rushes him, especially since he does have that Mossberg in hand, they'll get absolutely decimated. But again, Goldinis not really making a move here, and it's not like they can. It doesn't look like they have a lot of intel to work with in order to make this site push happen. A lot of explosives going towards Icox, but he makes his entry in anyways, and he gets absolutely decimated for it. 35 seconds left for the
Attackers have
attackers.
dropped the
Again,
bomb diffuser.
this timidness is gonna curse them. It's now going Bart to grab a kill each, and it leaves Super in a 1v3 situation. Andrea is down. He is going to be picked back up. So now this is a 1v4. And I mean, he is full health. So if he finds these two kills on both the Echo and the
15
Smoke,
seconds to go.
this could be winnable for him. But at the moment, it's just a lot of gunfights. There's a lot of angles being held against him. He does find one, but Struso is there again with the refrag, and it's Humble Academy to take a 4-2 lead as they switch onto the attack.
Well, doesn't look so great. Would have been great chances, but didn't quite work out. But with that being said, one half being played, we do have to do a rehost because the sound is bugged once more. But anyway, we're, we're sorry, we're back on the screen for you just for a little bit as soon as we're getting the rehost done for you all, so we can gladly continue. But what can we take from this first half already?
Well, just again, I've said it before, but the timidness from Goldinis kind of bit them in the ass. They made a big hole. They got their utility down um, on that last the last round that we did see before the switch, but they didn't really make a lot of plays. There weren't a lot of movements happening, and then when they did, it didn't work out for them. And it's Humble Academy to just capitalize off of that timidness because when they're scared to move, Humble Academy aren't, and they're swinging, they're running at them, and they're winning their gunfights.
Well, so far, I believe Humble Academy won. Yeah, pretty much won four in a row because the
Yeah.
first two didn't work out. That one went purely to Goldinis, and then right now the 4 round streak completely on defense. So you could say they got their act together and they adapted, they changed, and now Goldinis pretty much lost there. But then again, I think I'm not quite sure on how pretty much if it's going to be attacker sided map or is it more defender sided map. But usually defense should be more comfortable because again, you're the one who doesn't need to push, it doesn't need to clear out because you're the one pretty much has the ground. He just needs to pretty much waste enough time as possible, maybe get a kill there or two. So you definitely sitting there on the better side on this part. So we'll get to see. Maybe we'll see the same thing happen as Goldini is just probably to start struggling, and then probably defense they could go up. But then again, attack and defense are completely two different whole breeds. We're just gonna have to wait and see if Humble Academy, because right now I see like they have quite a good team play. Humble Academy, they are really performing. They are really, let's say, communicate. They are really also not afraid to do changes. So we're just gonna have to see on how attack is gonna work out for them.
Yeah. I think I agree with you on that too. Defense tends to be a lot of people call Siege a defender sided game, and it is because for the most part, again, like you said, you have to work harder on the attack with teamwork, with droning, with clearing out almost everything in order to make a push even be remotely successful or even halfway successful. And sometimes, even when you do all of those things, the defense still has the upper hand on you in those situations. I think this is going to be a match where we have to, where it depends on which team can attack the best. And so far, it's just, I mean, Godinez only have like two attacking rounds, but now since they're on the defense, they could probably grab a few rounds in their back pocket as well. But I'm kind of excited to see how Humble Academy will do on their attack. I'm expecting a lot more than what we saw from the defense for Reiku, for example, because Reiku didn't have a good time on the defense. I think he was 0-6 at the end of the day for his entries. And I mean that's not like it's kind of bad. I know. I was gonna say it's not that bad, but it is kind of bad. And depending on his role
The man's
for
still on a donut, sweetie. It
but
sure as hell is bad.
it is bad, but depending on his role for attack, he will need to find more of those entry frags because they can't depend on like Bart or Strusu to have like some excellent rounds. You know what I mean? Those rounds are like 1 in a million, and if they're switching on the attack, the the chances for them having um, any success is kind of diminished by a lot. Because again, siege
Let's say it
the
like this:
defender side of
they
the game.
can rely on Bard and Strupo, but as soon as they slack, somebody needs to pick up the pace on there. And right
Yeah,
now, it doesn't look to be in that full of sense. But then again, we're just gonna have to see. Especially then again, like who knows what he's gonna play on attack? Who knows how they play on attack? Maybe completely different and stuff like this. So let's say it like this: maybe he just needs that little break to regain, to refocus, to revitalize, and just get his act together and just start pew pewing, pretty much like this. So we're just gonna have to wait and see and gonna find out on this one. So, but I would
Defenders,
say so
protect your
far,
bombs from being
Humble
defused
Academy
by attackers.
looking, I would say, definitely looking, let's say, the stronger team on this side right now.
yeah. Momentum is clearly in their favor, but again, the side switch could be a huge factor in the momentum shifting in favor of Goldinis. And I mean, I don't know. It's a different game, you know, between both
Attackers have
attack and
discovered the
defense.
location of a bomb.
The attack has to dictate the pace, and usually it's easier said than done. And then for the defense, you just have to sit
10
back and
seconds
watch.
remaining.
You have to wait, or you can just swing and take gunfights, which is
5 seconds
what
to
usually
insertion.
happens on skyscrapers, anyways. But I mean, at the
Attackers are
moment,
heading out
we're
to
still
defuse the
waiting
bomb.
for a repost to happen. I mean, if this is anything to go off of, what can you look for? What can we? Oh, are we? Oh, I was gonna say if this map is anything to go off of, what can we look forward to on?
I just want to rather point out that we're pretty much running straight into the round and haven't seen jack shit because
Okay.
because we are yeah. So again, this is again not the perfect time. If you would like to join Town League and can do a better job than right now, then please do so. There's a link somewhere to our Discord. There's Twitter, everything. Like just literally just fucking use Google. Like it's not that fucking hard. Just join on the Discord and apply for whatever the hell. Literally write in your apply. I'm definitely 100%
Bomb
better
located
than
by
whatever this
attackers.
crap is showing right now. And then you surely will be taken, and then you're on there and have to struggle with this one. But so far, I guess, enough done with the talking, enough done with the jokes. I already see Struzu losing quite a lot of HP and Super as well. Both one half looks like they have been now engaged in a bit of a gunfight. And so far, I'm seeing, let's say, great amount of pressure from Humble Academy. They're definitely not waiting all too long. They're trying to get speed. They're trying to get things done.
I like this bug pick. We didn't see anything like this from Goldinis, the bug pick just going down from below to create some vertical angles and force a lot of these defenders out of their positions on this site. And that's exactly what the bug does bring. He brings that opportunity to force these defenders out of their positions, but not only that, maybe into the line of sight of somebody else. There goes a wild jump out from the Oryx, and he gets decimated by Bart. But it's 2 kills to go Humble Academy's way. Again, Strussel from below on that buck. I believe grabbing D7 as well, and as per the rehost, the scoreboards are reset. But what rings true on the scoreboard is that Strusso and Bart have a kill. So does Andrea May. Can this be a team ace? Humble Academy just rolling right through his defense, and it's not looking too good for the remaining 2 players left on the side of Goldinis. That's a nice shot though from Neron, but it's 2 quick fire kills from the Ayana of Reiku on this main stairs flank. We said he had to turn up. I mean, those are probably the easiest 2 kills that he'll get in his life. It was a 5v2. But he still got them anyways, and he's on the scoreboard now.
Oh, congratulations on Taraku. And, well, this was, I would say, decisively won by Humble Academy. I mean, no chance whatsoever to try to, from Goldinis really, to try to bounce back from this. They were lucky, or let's say they were
Attackers need
sneaky
to
to try
locate
to
and
jump
defuse as
out.
many bombs
Like,
as they can.
it should have worked. Absolutely backfired on them, and oh boy, this is gonna be a bit of a painful one for Goldinis right now because, but at least they are following my advice of just if it goes this horribly wrong, just postpone the site. You know, go to the next one, which they're already doing. All right, we're already seeing Goldinis choosing office, and let's see if Humble
10 seconds
Academy
left
can
before
create
insertion.
another banger of a round for this site.
5 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see a round win from Goldinis if they hope to disrupt the
Attackers'
potential,
objective
sorry,
is to
the
locate a bomb
momentum
and
of
defuse it.
Humble Academy, because right now it's been 5 rounds in a row. Sorry, not 4. It was 4 rounds in a row. Now it's 5. Humble Academy are on a roll here, and we don't have for Goldinis. They don't really have anything to go off of in order to string some rounds together, but at the moment they are on a good site. So I mean, off this exhibition, they could do something here. They could win a round, but at the moment it's looking quite dire for them as per the scoreboard because Humble Academy are in such good of a lead. But one thing that I'm really liking when I watch a lot of the skyscraper matches, not just this one, the Osa picks her pick has skyrocketed. Not really skyrocketed, but she
A bomb has been
still
located.
on skyscraper. I think there's been a couple picks on border as well, and I just like to see what.
Can I point out
Yeah.
I'm very confused on like the both shield setup. It's like
Yeah, no, I
I
don't
might
know.
just turtle around to this spot, which then again, like for someone like Super, staying in one position is not beneficial because then you're prone to grenades. Same as for the 7, as he's prone to bullets, thanks to Bart, as he's gonna be deliverable. Cokes is gonna bounce back from this for his team. He's gonna find Struzo, killing off the bug. Big pick right there. But then again, not quite prepared for Bart's quick swing. And with that being said, we're down onto a 2 versus 4. And Goldini's looking again not really in the best of places. And how many grenades will fly today? Bart will fly one onto Neron. It's all down to Bumbeki, who will find Andrea after a very long time aiming for the spot, but I doubt he's gonna try to stop them from planning because the plan will go through from Nogwell.
Defenders have eyes.
And with that being said, Raku will find him and shuts him down. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to match point.
6-2 scoreline for Humble Academy. This does not bode well. Obviously because this is a 6-2 lead, and this is serious point, not like the whole series will end, but Humble Academy will gain a map point. It's just this is Goldinis map pick, so they should be a lot better. Humble Academy for the first 2 rounds that they were playing inside of this matchup didn't look comfortable on Skyscraper at all, and it looked like Goldinis could have ran away with it from there. But then we saw Humble Academy again find themselves.
Attackers need to
They
locate and defuse as many
got more
bombs as they
comfortable
can.
as the match went on. They found some sort of footing in Skyscraper, and when they got a lot of their round wins, when they went on a streak like how they're going on now, because this is 6 rounds in a row, there hasn't been a lot from Goldinis to suggest that they might find themselves back into this game. And like, I may sound like a hater and I may sound like a doubter, and I am right now. I'm a doubter for Goldinis because it doesn't look too good at the moment. They haven't found a way to disrupt the pace that Humble Academy have. Reiku, sorry, is on the attack and he's fragging out. He's 4-0 at the moment, 4-7 in total. For Bart, I believe I know he's above 10 kills at the moment. For Struso, I think he's like 9-4 and 5 or something. And they have to find a way to disrupt the space because they're going to get steamrolled if this continues. Not only on Skyscraper on this final round, again, if this continues, but also on Clubhouse when we get there.
Well, I guess you could say it might be chalk for Goldinis, but I would say right about now, now they need to bounce back. Now they need to regain. Because otherwise, this is going to be a clear one for Humble Academy up on Skyscraper. But still, upcoming map will be Clubhouse. So still, it might be that Goldinis is not prepared for Skyscraper, like in the best sense at all. but it might as well, like, Clubhouse could be a way better map for them and could be, let's say, way more comfortable for them. But either way, Cokes, I'm not quite sure, like, I mean, he's gonna stay there in with, and I just wanted to say there is one for Humble
Wow.
Academy, but look out on the other side as Bards will find Cokes, taking out one very valuable player from Goldinis, and these 7 will fall on the hands of Reiko, and Estruzo will find Neron. Everything falls down like dominoes, one by the other. And now we only got Rubechi and Super left. Humble Academy's going through. They just see one and pick them up. It's not really, don't give them much chance to fight on. And Becky has that angle though as soon as somebody walks in there, but Super finally, for Goldinis, bounces back. He's gonna find a kill onto Bart. The Thinker is down. But look at this. I'm just seeing a round. Right on the other side, Reiko will find Super. Rebecca will try to wrap in his life, but he can't. Reiko will find, and he will finish this round with a 3-piece. And ladies and gentlemen, Humble Academy wins Skyscraper 7-2. Damn! Son.
Yeah, they no type of disruption from Goldinis to just stop that push again. Like I said, they're probably gonna get steamrolled if they don't find a way to stop this push. For the very first kill in that round, just good teamwork from Humble Academy to pinch the lone player. He again, Cox was by himself. Cox was by himself. He had no trade value with him. He had nobody there to support him, and he got killed from being pinched by 3 other players because he was by himself. I don't know. That didn't look too well, and now we're going on to Clubhouse. Clubhouse and Skyscraper tend to operate in completely different ways. But again, if that is how that map ends, it's scary for Goldinis to see how Clubhouse will begin.
Well, either way, we're trying to recover from this one. We're gonna give the teams a chance to get everything sorted themselves up. For Clubhouse, we just gotta go in a quick break. But don't worry, we'll be right back in just in a sec. See you in a bit. Stay tuned.
Gets taken down. Creed, he's on a tear right now. It looks like it could be a flawless round, but never mind. F2 takes those words right out of my mouth and shoves them back right in my face. F2 nearly gets a second flick and actually takes down Adrian. Still Thinker gone discount, however, takes down Pit. As now F2, he's going to need to ace clutch. He gets the third. That's Diffuser down on the floor. This does not look likely, but if anyone can do it, it is F2. He's going to swing round, takes down discount, but GNX with the swing. F2.
Get all of them and spawn! I saw it in there. Crossfire through the hole and the angle through there. One more pushing Will Smith by the third. Yes, he does! The first round is all on Smith. Doing insane trophies. I've got so hyped at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, 40 seconds left. 4 of these remaining attacks to find something in this round, and they're still hunting down Spliz downstairs.
And discount, he goes down. It's
Creed
all
is
on
on
Creed.
Oh, never mind. I cast a cursor. My bad. Well, especially when you have the SMG-11 and the shotgun like this, it definitely is very winnable. Especially when F2's not worked you wrong way, and the smoke grenade is able to take down that kill in this round. But the plant goes down. Creed, is he aware of the position? But he's going to have to try and hold this angle. But he peeks slowly, and that's going to be the end of it. Creed, what an amazing clutch there.
Then instead, they're going to move into Jim. Hunter getting aggressive, comes at the perfect time. Just to catch out discount. Sledge knocked away after shooting, went for that reload. Watch out for the pin being pulled out below. So dropping down the hatch, finds himself a double kill. Adrian to find a third kill. That's Thermite, that's the diffuser.
But I mean, Hunter. Give him the 4. Yeah, give him the 4. Back to takes the 4 players. That will be incredible. That will be one of the best plays. Thermite doesn't have to finish. Find one. On to 10. On the window. Go for the swings. Let's go for the pre-fire. Discount on the prone, but the 1v2, the 1v4 clutch, so winnable. All in the hands of Spliz. Have to go for the hatch drop. We'll have Adrian pushing up. He finds the headshot. Will he make the 1v4 remember is
Protect the diffuser.
lower main stairs. He can give the defuse if he wants to, and he could stick it. 8 remaining trees will go for triple up. Stick it though, he's really going for a swing. Splish has to find the kill, but dropping back is wasting so much time. He could possibly stick it though. Creed's gonna be able to sprint up the stairs. Time's ticking, finds the kill, but
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Town League. This is still Tyrell, and this is still Wumby, and we're still in the match between Goldinis and Humble Academy. And so far, we've seen Skyscraper, and this one went to an absolute, I would say, just straight in a row. Soon as it fired 7-2 for Humble Academy, I'm just decisively going through. And now it's time to go to Clubhouse, the second map, and let's not forget the winner of this one. Either if Humble Academy will win this one, they will advance further on into the qualifiers and get a shot at going into the major. But if Goldinis win Clubhouse, we're just gonna have to go on Oregon and decide for this. And boy, oh boy, I think we all know how Clubhouse works. There's not really much to prepare for, so might as well just hop in and let's get on to the bans, which I'm already offended on to.
Yeah, nobody cares about the Thatcher ban, and let's go on to the next one. I'm expecting a Maverick or a Buck ban, or even a Habana ban, because Habana, Buck, okay, Osa, okay, screw me, dude. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I guess for defense, a Kaid or even a Valkyrie would suffice. For Kaid, you remove the ability to Kaid trick, and then for Valkyrie, you remove a good intel op, and there you go. The Kaid is banned.
Yeah, tell me any like new bans except for the Osa. I think I
Yeah.
should play again Operator ban roulette. I would just bet and it's like would win all the time. I think I made Astro pretty much broken. He had to sell his house and his whole life pretty much. That's why he's not on here anymore. Anyway, since everyone hates Thatcher, little thing onto him. I started to play Ghost Recon Breakpoint again, and I didn't know that they had Siege in it, like actual Siege. And you can have your AI teammates, you can have Finka, you can have Ash, and you can have a Thatcher. Now let's roll it in. And the Ash, I can choose the R4C, and to make this one so much painful, you can put an ACOG on it. Oh yes, and Thatcher. Well, I just have been constantly on and everybody else off because this guy needs some love because all of you fuckers hate him because you all ban him on each time. Like, nobody fucking knows the reasons anymore. It's like, oh, we just ban Thatcher. Learn to fucking play with him and learn to play against him. Easiest thing ever.
That's true. I feel like when people ban him, even when he is unbanned, people don't play him because they're either A, so used to not playing with him, or B, they just don't know how to play him. So I feel like people banning him nowadays is just so. It's really it doesn't make sense to me anymore. But I mean, to each their own. Humble Academy might have some issues with Thatcher, and to some extent he is still pretty good. But again, even when he is unbid, a lot of teams don't pick him because they just don't want to. But Maverick is still on the board, which is curious because Maverick is very, very powerful on Clubhouse as well. He can Maverick trick, he can do all the fun stuff with his glow torches, make the little peek holes if he wants to. But an interesting pick for the defense is the Frost, and I love this. I love that Frost is getting a lot more love nowadays.
See, usually there was always the thing: you ban Thatcher and you ban either Maverick or Hibana.
Yeah.
Like that was like, let's say stand-up pro. You ban Cade and you ban Mira, or in some cases Valkyrie. But either way, one thing that I'm gonna be very sure of that's still a trend set today is gonna be that Nago is gonna get picked off first, and that's gonna be the smoke off the board, which is ever so great when he's the first pick.
That sarcasm, because that's actually really bad. I can't believe, yeah, the smoke is the first player to go down, and you lose the ability to stop and slow down these pushes later on in the rounds. And Goldinis like to, at least when the opportunity isn't given to them, like this one is given to Humble Academy. Andrea with a nice pick onto D7, who was actually droning, not even looking towards the Valkyrie, and the Valkyrie gets the opportunity to not only get that pick, but rotate. So you remove the grenades, you remove the ability for that sledgehammer to be used, but I mean, they're on the second floor, so it's not like they can use it anyways. 1 minute and 30 seconds left for the attackers. Neron is on, I believe that is about like 45 HP. It's like almost near half. He's the only person in the lobby so far, well, in the current lobby that is alive at the moment. That is split up. But again, a minute and 10 left to go for the attack. And Super could catch out a nice rotation here, and he does. Reiku is down and almost out, but he's just gonna sit there. And Neron again
I
getting
don't,
lit
I don't,
up.
yeah, I think Super doesn't know quite that he's just down in the corner.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Reiko moves, pretty much
He's
Super
good.
has the intel. But right now, it is perfect because Super is losing so much time. But look at Struzo! Through the hatch, through the window, he will find Neuron, and boy, oh boy, I did not think of this happening. And then again, just rotate a little bit towards the left, and you will find Cokes. Ladies and gentlemen, just 2 more left, Brumberchi and Super. That will have to try to salvage the round for Goldinis, and so far it is not looking all too great. Super gets the kill on Struzo, but look at that. Reiku is back up into the game. He's alive, but doing well. 10 seconds left, and Brumberchi goes down thanks to Andrea, leaving it all down to Super, who will now jump in and will find himself into the bullet hail of Bard. And first round will go on to Humble Academy. Continuation from Skyscraper. It definitely looks like it right now.
Just a lot of the same issues that I saw from Skyscraper on Godina's attacks. At a standstill. They, again, not really doing a lot of things wrong with their utility. They got the jacuzzi wall open. They were prepping, they had a player set up in Strip Club. The Sophia, who opened up a big hole in the wall next to the pool table by bar. And they also were prepping to have the sledge go from underneath in order to nade. Again, just moving a little bit, I would say too slowly, or not really moving at all, being very, very timid in how they play. Yes, they did get the first entry, I believe. Yeah, no, they did get the first entry. I think they did, I don't know, but regardless, even when they do get the first entry, they tend to play really timid, and they don't know how to play after that. And again, that attack just slowed down way too much. But again, now the second site that we do see is going to be in the basement. It's going to be on a more tertiary site of Church and Arsenal. Not a lot of things changed from the Humble Academy lineup, apart from the Wamai now being in play in place of the Frost.
I think I would say Malus is also a great new addition too, but
I
either way.
thought she was picked last round.
No. What? Doesn't fucking matter, I'm sky high drunk, so I can't remember shit, so either way. Cokes is now gonna place himself into position. He will be there for pretty much the rest of this whole round. So Andrea right now down in the lounge, waiting for Goldinis to come up, which, if I do recall correctly, which I guess it's probably Cokes to attribute to, is in fact, like, you know those, like, animal crackers?
A bomb has been located.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically there's like a whole party mix bag, and I think those are the company who make it. But aside from this, we will see Noggle fall down, but we always see Cokes fall down, and we'll see Andrea fall down. And then again, Bart will find one on Denira, and Rebecca will find one onto Bart, going back and forth like a goddamn table tennis match until there's only like 3 versus 2 left, as Reiku will make a very long route back onto the side. He's trying to look to get the flank and actually find one, but he will take him from back here off guard, making it again the 2 versus 2. Giving Humble Academy still the chance to stay alive for this one, and I feel like so far it looks like they destroyed the rush. There's no one really on site anymore, but still they managed to put up a huge blow onto Goldinis. But I guess now we're super dropped in, but this guy is getting pinked and marked and everything. Like, dude, use the yellow pinks is all I'm gonna say, but still, he's now gonna go for the plant. Struzo will be able to get the flank and try to wallbang him, but look, there on the main stairs. You gotta watch out right on the corner. Flashbang's gonna flow. Super is gonna get on the Reiko, but nobody can see stuff and anything. Struzo will actually be alive out of this one. No one from the corner pushed him. But then again, I don't think he's aware, and Super will actually get the kill. Damn, this was way too chaotic and hectic, but it looked like Humble Academy could bounce back from it. But no.
Oh, indeed. I don't really know which which team I could say good round to because that was so back and forth.
It
Both
was
teams,
horrid for
yeah,
both
it
of
was
them.
horrid. I don't really know what I'm watching. I mean, Bombarchi made like a little like I'm guessing a crouch hold by Dirt, and then he just entered from Dirt, and he's like already in sight, and he's like the
Defenders,
only
protect
one
your
in
bombs
sight.
from
Like
being
there's no
defused by
Humble
attackers.
Academy defender there to stop him. He took care of the only Humble Academy player playing in Arsenal, and then he was refragged by Reiku, who rotated from oil pits into the generators. But I mean, around nonetheless that Goldinis won, and it looks like Humble Academy want to go back to this site. Hopefully, we won't see Brumbarchi within the site within like the first 10-20 seconds, grabbing the only player inside and just taking full control of it. Because in that
10
situation,
seconds left before
if there is
insertion.
one thing I could say that Goldinas could have done better, Brumbarchi
5
was
seconds left.
already in sight and he was the only one there. His team were just like on the hedge, and I'm guessing
Attackers
that
are
was
moving
to
out
watch
to locate a
rotations from
bomb
main
and defuse
hall.
it.
But they could have most definitely got the plant down sooner rather than later. But they got it down. They got that round win. But for Humble Academy, they're gonna want that one back because again, the refrag's not going in their way. They didn't have a solid hold on Arsenal. Um, and that's exactly why that round went
Attackers
completely
drop the
south for them.
diffuser.
That's why we saw Goldinas with an early man advantage so early on, even though it was like back and forth refrags from both teams. But the same lineup. Goldinas is gonna go with the same lineup. Cox or Cokes on the Finca. We see D7 on the Buck. We see Bombarchi on the Mav. We see Neron on the Ayana. Super on the Habana. And for the defense, it's the exact same lineup apart from Reiku, who is the only one switching
Attackers
an operator
recover the
right now. And
diffuser.
he's on the Aruni. So he doesn't have the MK14. He has the P10 Roni, and I'm expecting to see some really nice shots. Not if he's getting shot up himself, and that's exactly what happened. He's the first one lit up in this round by D7.
Well, Reiku already losing that HP, but D7 surprisingly holding a rather more curious spot on this one. Not repelling and just staying in position as Cokes did the last round, but still. I think you can definitely see like Humble Academy using every single floor possible, and then again, as Reiku has the mighty punch of that cybernetic arm, he can make himself some nice holes right there. But you just gotta watch out if he's not getting hunted, because he is in a great spot to bounce back to pretty much get each round as soon as he needs to. But already opening a big hole right there, and Andrea still holding out and missing out. I believe D7, who is now going towards the kitchen site, but still 1 minute on the clock still, and the Goldinis, well, I wouldn't say they haven't done much except for kitchen.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I'm sticking.
Yeah, at the moment now the Buck is using his skeleton key. That's the first that's I'm hearing the skeleton key, and I'm actually looking at how many ammo he has. But Cox, sorry, I keep calling him that. But Cox with the first entry kill in this game, and it takes care of the mute. But that's only one of two players inside of Arsenal. 35 seconds left to go for the attackers, and again they're just now using their utility. The Buck skeleton key opening up this floor. Strusu opening up this round for his team with the kill on 2D7. It's another this time for Struso, and he could find him third. It looks like he is in another gunfight. He's laying prone inside a bar, and it's Super to finally grab that kill. He finally shuts
15
Struso down. 50
remaining.
seconds left to go for the attackers, though. That kill was nice, but this attack or this
10
site push
seconds left.
has to be nicer. Ayana is in dirt. Now we see Super inside of the site. Colts
5
has
seconds to
taken
go.
a little bit of heat, but the plant is going to go down with 5 seconds left to go. Do they know about this rotation? No, they don't. It's Andre to have a huge round. Goldinis on Neron with a nice kill. That was the last player in that round, and that could have been a huge misplay from Goldinis if Ayana didn't act sooner, because that plant didn't go down. It was like about 5 seconds, and he just lets his team get flanked. That could have almost went south from Goldinis. He's so lucky.
The mages swing, the 2 or 3 kills that come from it, and getting shut down. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. But still, I mean, what hurts for Humble Academy is just, I mean, it's just, like, Goldini will take this one no problem at all. So still now in a 2-1 lead, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, like, because Humble Academy still has, I would say they still have the chance to bounce back from this. They now gonna go onto CCTV and Cash, but that, I mean, you can say what you want, but both Cash rounds,
10
I
seconds
would
left.
say they were quite close. I think we probably will have it
5
again. Like,
seconds to
one
go.
side is not gonna work out 2 times, then we'll go through every other side,
Attackers are moving out to
be
locate a
completely
bomb and
fine
defuse
with
it.
it, and then we're just gonna see. Maybe we'll see a replication from Skyscraper from Humble Academy.
Yeah, that round was a bit unfortunate for Humble Academy, but I'm excited to see how this cash server site is being killed from them, but also how will Goldinis attack? They've won 2 rounds in 2 rounds in a row for them, so momentum is in their favor. Coax on those Maverick holes grabs the first kill onto
Attackers have
Andrea,
located
opening
a bomb.
this round on a mine, so he doesn't have those rechargeable. Oh, actually, he actually cleared Andrea out from the Raptors position. So not only do you not have a Wamai playing there with those rechargeable Wamai discs, but again, you lose the rechargeable Wamai disc, and then now you're gonna have a lot of issues with the utility just rolling in. But these 7,
Bomb
another
located by
frag for
attackers.
him inside this round. The first frag inside of this matchup for Sophia LMG. He moves himself up into the Raptors position because again it was cleared when the Wamai was dead. He clears some of that util on Raptors, and for the most part it's just Goldinis rolling over this Humble Academy roster. The defense is crumbling and it leaves Reiku in the 1-4 situation, and he gets absolutely decimated by D7 on that LMG.
Well, a flawless speaks for himself. I mean, they got that site in with like what 1 minute 45 left, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think
It's just like it's like lightning speed. Like,
like they already took
I
care of
I
like the
I am
first
I am
player.
I'm lost for words. I'm literally lost for words because that one was just
Yeah,
holy.
what kickstarted that round was the fact that Cox took Cox or Coax. Oh my god, I keep calling him that. But Coax took care of the first player that was playing in Raptors, and Raptors is a very crucial position to hold off of Garage Push. Once he took care of the Wamai playing there, again you remove the ability to have those rechargeable discs in your inventory, but then you also remove a player holding down a certain area of the map. And so that left the Jaeger by himself at the bottom of Garage, just isolated. And he couldn't move because like D7 was there to watch if he rotated or not. He moved D7 active. Again, that once that Garage control once the Garage hold was like
10 seconds to
just
go.
taken care of by Goldinis, like
Five seconds
like
left
a
before
certain win for
insertion.
them, and that's exactly what happened. It was they rolled over Humble Academy in that attack.
Attackers must locate
But we're
and
going
defuse a
to
bomb.
the second floor again, but not cash servers. We're going for gym bedroom.
We're just gonna have to see on Humble Academy will do on this one because first round, first time, went all good, went working for them. By losing up on first hand, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Let's see if they can replicate this one or if Goldinis has them covered up on this one this time. But curious on, let's see on how this is gonna go for them. And already starting off on a bad foot for Humble Academy, losing Bard thanks to Super. Yeah, usually just a bit curious on that torch because I see it a bit of a waste. But hey, could have also jumped for the window. Either way, Goldinis already having control off of CCTV. Going into cash, they see the rotation, but the crucial problem here right now is that Struzu is still there on the stairs. Either he can kill someone, which he do, and that's gonna be Bumbeshi. And now let's say the grenade is gonna fly from Neron, and if there's no ADS, it will kill him, and yes, it will kill him as well. Grenade will clear on him and his shield. Shots are flying as Andrea will try to fight it back, try to get a quick pretty much a refrag as Nogwal finds Coax, making this one a 3 versus 3. And Nate's flying out again. Andrea still in a great position, try to go on, but Neron sneaks through like a snake. But now exposes himself to Andrea, but no, he gets turned on, Andrea, Neron! punish him for it, but look at this. Who's on the flank? It's Riku. Can he do it? There's eyes on him. Shots are flying and no! Neron not missing any bullet as of this round. Picking up 3. And Super will find the last one. A full house from these two guys, giving them the 4-1. I think Humble is mentally beaten.
Well, they just got humbled. Sorry. I'm so sorry. No, but like seriously, they are being humbled right now. This is not a good spot for them to be in since they are on defense on Clubhouse. Clubhouse being a defender's side of this also being their map pick, but I mean for Skyscraper, Goldinis
Attackers
that
need to
was
locate
their
and
map
defuse
pick.
bombs.
So maybe we'll see Goldinis absolutely smack Humble Academy there on that pick, like how they were on theirs. But again, we're seeing Humble Academy being humbled, and it's not looking too good. Especially since this is the last round before we have the side switch. And if Goldinis have like a
Attackers have located a
5-1
bomb.
lead or even a 4-2 lead, that sets them up perfectly for when they switch to their defense.
I mean, 5-1 lead, that would be amazing for Goldinis' side because,
10
well,
seconds remaining.
I mean, you pretty much get almost every single attack straight on, and defense on Clubhouse. I mean, usually something. Usually, like if you win your attacks, you don't really lose your defense on Clubhouse, do you?
No, not
I believe
really.
that still hasn't changed at all.
No. This map, even with the rework, even with the changes, and even with the meta changes of attack just being on meta, Clubhouse will always be.
I think we had our own meta change on this game right now because we don't see Humble Academy getting first pick because now it's Goldinis who gets first pick, but something that still is gonna be the same meta is gonna be the instant repicks. Pretty much the refrags. Bard will fall. But yeah, where were we?
I was gonna say like the action came in and then I was like, oh, there it goes. There goes the first pick. Bart got that, but. Ooh, actually, another couple of trades. Just every time somebody gets a kill into this round, it's just an immediate trade. And for Struso, it's a kill for him. He's 7-5 at the moment. As for the rest of his team, they're all negative apart from Andrea. But at the moment, Struso being the bright light for his team, despite the light kind of diminishing. But 4-1 lead still. The attack still has a lot of time. D7 is in a very good position to cut off the rotation from Struso, especially with that LMG. He can go Burt, and then the LMG doesn't have any recoil neither. But like I was saying, even with us being in like an attacker meta, Clubhouse has always and will always be a defender sided. That much has not changed. This map is extremely defender sided. It's like both of those maps are just have always been the same. Despite like again there being like a complete shift in the win percentages for attack and defense, but the rotation is actually coming through from Goldinis as they rotate from the south side or the east side towards that west side area, but no gunfights coming through at the moment. I thought I saw some smoke grenades. Nagul only having 2 now. He wasted 1 or used 1 actually, not wasted. I would say to just I guess hold off the attackers for now. 50 seconds left to go for Goldinis, and not a lot of action happening.
Well, definitely not the quick and decisive round. Goldinis replicating, which they had one. For his side, 30 seconds left. Main breach is open. Smokes are coming through, but now the first shot's gonna fall down. Cox will fly too, but D7 will go down thanks to the hand of Struzo, but still 2 versus 1. Struzo, the last one alive for Humble Academy. The plant will go down by Super. It's the Cox and Super, Cox and Struzo who basically have the duo right now, but plant diffusers now planted. The door's right there. Cox will find. No, actually, Super will steal this kill onto Struzo. And with that, 5-1 for Goldinis. And they made this on attack.
I guess we're going to see Oregon. Nah, I didn't want to see it, but I guess we're going to have to. But anyways, 5-1 lead, very dominating.
Hold on. I think we're not gonna see Oregon yet, but there's a great tendency to. But even if so, rip Yele. I guess you're not gonna watch Champions League today. Yeah, and no, don't give it.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
CH and
bombs
Talent
as they
League doesn't
can.
give a shit about your evening plans because when you want to leave early, you bet we're gonna have a map free.
Well, we do have some updates on other games if you guys would like to hear that. These are the games happening elsewhere inside of the Talent League qualifiers. Aten Esports versus Geeks Energy. They won that 7-1. Praetorian versus Nerf Miners won that 7-1. T4 Gatekeepers and Team Invictum T4 Gatekeepers winning that one 7-5. I think that is only for the
10
first
seconds
map
left
because these
before
are a
insertion.
best of 3 series. So, Aten
5
Sports is
seconds
1-0
left.
up against Greeks Energy. Praetorian is 1-0 up against Nerf Miners.
Attackers must
T4
locate
Gatekeepers
and
is
defuse
1-0
a
up
bomb.
against Team Invictum. And those are your updates for the league. I sound like the little league announcers. The little stadium announcer from the stadium map. You know what I mean? Like, when they talk about like a kill, they'll be like, oh, 5v4. Whatever. You know what I mean? Screw you guys.
Maybe you're just doing the weather forecast right now. You might as well do that, but either way, 30 seconds now into the round, and we finally treated our first kill, and that's gonna be Niran, who's gonna fall from Goldinis' side. HMBLE Academy securing himself the entry for this round. Who knows? Always good sign to have the entry.
Attackers have located a
Maybe we'll
bomb.
see an attacker side at Clubhouse. Maybe that's why HMBLE Academy just haven't done well on the defenses. But
Bomb located
I
by
don't know.
attackers.
I feel like momentum again is in favor of Goldinis since they have won 5 rounds in a row. But that's a good first pick, and this is a good second one. Reiko getting a kill into B7, and that's your Jaeger gone. So that removes a lot of flank potential, unless the Jaeger was playing on site. I don't know. But here comes a nice refrag from Cox. Cox grabbing a kill into Reiko, who's been absolutely instrumental in these first kills. Andrea greeting a refrag back, furthering the advantage that HMBLE Academy have in their man counts, and it's a 4v2 an advantage for HMBLE Academy. Now, you see the push happening in garage, some utility being shot at and destroyed by Bart as they have full control of this garage area. And this is going to be very hard for Goldinis to retake as Cox does try to. He may get himself a nice kill on a player playing by main stairs, and he's pushing him. There goes one. Can he find himself a second? No, he's actually going. But at the moment, this actually does look possible though for Goldinis. It's a 3v2. It could be a very close round for them, but Super has to find a frag of his own as well if he wants to further their success chance in this round.
Well, going further on through 2 versus 3, still 50 seconds on the clock, but Coke so far, even as well on Skyscraper, like he's been definitely someone who's been putting up the numbers greatly and being an absolute menace right there on the map. The impact open, tries to wallbang, doesn't work quite well, shooting through the beams. Definitely trying to delay the plant. Definitely tried to get the kill on there, but still the fuser gets planted by HMBLE Academy. Super can't do really much as he will fall down. The hands on Struzo, and it's all down to Cokes. Will we see him trying to put it on? He's gonna get Struzu down. He's gonna get him confirmed. That's gonna be the first kill on this round for him. Can he find 2 for the ace and clutch up? He's gonna get tagged from the rafters. Still at less than 20 seconds to try to fight on pre-fire, but no, Andrea from the breach will can take him out. And HMBLE Academy finally put a round back into their pocket.
Maybe this is an attacker side of Clubhouse.
Well,
let's sort of hope for HMBLE, but like
let's slow down. Let's slow down. Well, we only got 1 attack round from HMBLE. We'll just have to wait and see, because I thought as well after the first round of defense from HMBLE, this might be a replication of Skyscraper, just like straight or continuation, but it's definitely going different ways. So let's wait up on this. But let's be happy for them. We're just gonna see on how Goldinis will try it again once more on CCTV and Cash.
I don't know about you, Tyrell, but I see into the future. I don't hold on for anything. No, I'm just kidding, but like seriously.
You see in the future? Can you tell me the lottery numbers?
No, I don't. No.
Well, then you're worthless. Back onto this one.
But okay, we're gonna see Goldinis try out
10
this site
seconds to
yet
go.
again. I'm not doing anything different in terms of like
5 seconds
operator.
remaining.
I almost called this agent select. This isn't Valorant, but like operator selection, you still
Attackers
have
are
the one
moving out to
Jaeger,
locate a bomb and
the
defuse it.
Maestro, and then also the one we see and
Attackers have dropped the bomb
Mute.
diffuser.
But we see Neuron and Jim. He's waiting for a spawn peek, but nobody's spawned over there. So screw you, Neuron. Get out of
Attackers have
there. He's
recovered
gonna
their
go.
diffuser.
Excuse me. But I think the focus of attack for Humble Academy is again going to be on this east side. That is
Bomb
like the
located
most
by attackers.
meta attack that you can do is attack from the east side to um sorry, I'm choked, but since you have the Maverick, you can make the Maverick holes, you can Maverick trick onto the main wall, open that up, or even make some Maverick holes at the very top to get angle onto the Raptors position that normally a Wamai would play, where Cox or Cokes is probably playing at. If he's not playing up there in Raptors, he's probably playing in Silent Lounge. But at the moment, no action going on between both of these teams apart from some explosions. I think the main wall just got open. No, sorry, that's not even the main wall. The main wall is being open, but that is a Habana using her Habana pellets or her X-Cairo pellets in order to open up an angle towards that garage window on the garage main wall. And he actually opened up a crouch hole as well. This is usually what you see if you're gonna bring any type of operators onto the site. You usually bring a card breacher,
A bomb has
not
been
only for the
located.
main wall but also for that garage wall in order to open up some angles towards that garage window and also have a entrance from the garage wall into that garage as well. But Roku will probably find himself like a sneaky little kill. I think there was a player down in basement as well, so if they rotate up those blue stairs, they're gonna get caught out by him.
I believe so, but so far, breach is open. Struzo got this one covered right now, holding, and you still got Cokes on the rafters. They still need to make clear of him, but actually it will. Bard will find the shot on it. I thought this one should definitely go on to Cokes, but no. It's the other way around, but you still got these 7 down in the well pit, ready to give out the striking blow from underneath. He just needs to wait for somebody to go up those stairs and be doomed on this one, but looks like he's been spotted out and also been taken care of thanks to Struzo. Yeah, 3 versus 5 for Goldinis right now. They're falling apart in a bit. Humble Academy managing to pick up 1 by 1, and Neron will finally get one onto Humble Academy, taking out Reiku, but Andrea will follow this one up. Bombergi will go down. Nero and Super, the only ones left for Goldinis. 25 seconds left. Humble Academy needs to go for the plant now, but they need to know like where the last members of Goldinis are in case it's gonna fail out. Neron has to breach cover as soon as somebody walks in, but I don't feel like they got Rafters right in control because Nago's already driving down the plant. Shots are flying a bit around.
5 seconds
Explosive as well, but Nago's trying to stick it out. Nero finally comes with the swing. Nago goes down, but Humble Academy will find them both, and they will secure the round.
Maybe no. See, defender. This clubhouse is the defender side of map. So we're either seeing again, like I said, an attacker side of clubhouse, or neither one of these teams cannot defend. That's probably what we're seeing at the moment because it's just been for Goldinis on their attack.
Let me translate this. They're trash.
Oh no. No, because like for Goldinis, we've seen them like absolutely roll over Humble Academy. What you're mainly supposed to do on the defense is just slow down the attackers. We're not seeing that from neither one of the defenses from both of these teams. Goldinis are letting Humble Academy just walk all over them on their defense, just like how Humble Academy is to walk all over them on defense as well. So what Goldinis could do a better job of is wasting time instead of surrendering the very first pick in Humble Academy's favors. Whether that be just roaming together, playing since they are playing on a more tertiary site, whether that be just like playing together or roaming together, grouping up and playing for like trades, or whether that be just playing for time, or whether that just be all 5 of them just playing on site and using their utility to slow down the site push from Humble Academy, because we didn't see that from Humble Academy and we're not seeing it right now from Goldinis. And I'm wondering after this round if they lose this round against Humble Academy if Goldinis will take a turn.
There is on to see on how it's gonna develop out because, well, Andrea already having opened a rotation into dirt. Astrom will follow and obviously should spot out the shield. So always a key point to have this one under control. Right now 2 minutes 15 and as Humble Academy finally makes himself into first way into dirt. Just the only thing is like I'm missing sort of like if you maybe guess the guess Andrea can nade this one out, but so again don't feel like much support right there. Already a few holes right there onto the kitchen hatch, but D7 will actually try to use this and peek through C4 in hand. Unfortunately, no one from the window trying to peek out. That C4 is gonna not even gonna manage to get out of the window, but still that one is being wasted. And with 1 minute 40, there's already a lot of things open. Not looking all too good for Goldinis.
Yeah, Humble Academy find a hole inside of this Goldinis, or if they find I say a hole, I mean they've already made a couple of holes, you see. But if they find themselves a first pick into this round, especially with the map control that they do now have, oh, okay, that's not the first pick that I was talking about. Super grabbing the first pick for Goldinis, I mean, but for Humble Academy, if they find a pick now, they could eventually take control of the site and make it and get an easy plant since they have such good map control. But they have to be aware of Cox on this roam. He's actually, I think, on the very top floor. So if he gets a flank off, that could spell trouble for this Goldinis attack, and we could see another eventual round with it. But we see the Maverick. He's slowly making his way into the site, and he could catch Super off guard if he's not careful. Super is moving in and out of sight. He's getting himself into gunfights, and he actually does win one. There goes a team for Humble Academy. Neron finding him follow up, and Super, I think that was a 3K for him, ending off that round exceptionally well. That was a much better hold, a much better defense than what we saw from Goldinis in the last 3 or 2 rounds.
Damn, it looks like this one's straight back onto good old Brazil. Just like in one finger snap, everything goes south and just kills are flying out of the moment. And well, for the first time, I'm gonna say this tonight: Goldinis are on match point.
It's very much needed match point. They want to go onto Oregon so that they can have a chance to make major leagues. I mean, both of these teams are confirmed for the minors, but like they want to have a chance for the majors or for the major leagues or whatever. Also another game update. So Praetorian, as I said, won 7-1 earlier against Nerf Miners. In the second map, they won 7-3. So Nerf Miners are now confirmed for the minor leagues, and Praetorian are through to round 3. So I think tomorrow they will play against their team that is confirmed for round 3, and they will have a shot at making the major league. Well, just like how both of these teams have a shot at making right now, and if one of these two teams loses in this matchup today, they will be confirmed for minor league. I mean, they're both confirmed for it, but like if they win, they have the potential. Potential is it's a very strong word, but like they have the potential.
The chance.
The chance.
Either way,
I don't know how big.
Either way, curious on how this round is gonna go out because, well, I am I'm leaning back on my chair. I want to see like either Humble Academy can wrap themselves up all together and try to make a run for overtime, or Goldinis is just gonna put this one onto end and we're gonna go straight on to Oregon. Boy, oh boy.
Let's see, because Goldinis, they did have a good defense. That was a much better defense than what I saw from them in the last 2 rounds. That was a much better hold. And if they can copy what they did on basement, that's very hard to do because second floor and basement are 2 different sites. But if they can waste enough time and if they can get the picks that they need, they could copy the same success that they had on that basement site again and translate that into a round and carry us over to Oregon and make this a 7-3 for them. But let's see what Humble Academy has to say to that.
Well, if they got some aces up their sleeve, it's pretty much time to bring them out right now. Either way, already spotting out, floors open. Not really trying to go to contest this as Raku will evade this one out for the moment. 1 minute 30 right now, not really much ground gains. And already the first person will fall from Goldinis. That's going to be Brumberchi. He will fall the Jaeger out of play as Struzo. I'm going to be the one who delivered out on this. Oh! Francis through the needle. Cokes will go down. Struzo will find this one out for the pixel. Deary me, Super as well. Getting down. D7 goes down onto Raku. I think this round is not going to go for Goldinis for sure. Humble Academy definitely not pulling the strings. It's all down to Nero, really. And Super finally gets confirmed. It's going to be the third kill for Raku. But boy, oh boy. Did this turn ugly very quickly. Nero will find this with a flash, and Raku with the 4-piece. Nero will fall, and Humble Academy will put a 4 onto their score, but that was, whoo.
Yeah,
I'd be pissed if I would be Goldinis.
yeah. Trippin needs to check Struso's Moss because that's impossible. But he got that pick, and it's a good round for Humble Academy to claim. They edged themselves further to overtime. But a consistent operator that I've been seeing across this matchup is the Thorn pick. And while she does have that really good Uzi gun, a lot of people call it the Uzi. I don't know the actual name for it. I don't read siege gun names anymore because they're too complex for my little brain. But she does have that Uzi. It's a slow shooting, but it is a very hard hitting one. But she also has the razor blades or whatever you call it, her utility, and what that does is
The what?
the razor blades. I think they're called the razor blades.
The
Nah,
fuck's that?
come on, Tyrell, bro, come on. Look, I know it's been a while. Give her a chance, bro. She's a good operator. I promise you.
Yeah, who the fuck decided Razor Blaze? Like, who the fuck decided on this name?
Razor. No, wait. I think it's called Razor Blade.
Jesus.
Yeah, Razor
Attackers
Blade.
are moving out to locate a bomb and
But no, it's okay. Despite the name, it's like really good utility. What they do is you just place them somewhere, attacker comes into it, and they have like only a few seconds to react to the utility. So once they step into it, it will explode in their face. They have the opportunity to turn around away, or they can like try and find it real quick and shoot it. But your best option is to run away and step out of that line of sight. But I've been liking the Thorn picks that I've been seeing a lot lately, especially since she is out of quarantine. Just for the main, just because of what she brings with her utility to slow down certain pushes, to make attackers second guess entering the room, because her razor blades again do explode on impact and they can indeed kill you. They do a lot of damage, but like a lot of damage, Andrea does take some himself, and there aren't a lot of gunfights again to be had inside of this round, but he does take a little bit of flack from something. I'm not sure if that was from one of the Thorn piece utilities or if he just got shot at, but there you go. You see where this push is coming though from Humble Academy. It's coming towards this east side area. They did this same push last round and it worked out exceptionally well for them. Shuso got so many picks and he got like a really nice headshot to help his team push through for a round win. But you see them using their utility. The X-Car pellets being expended onto this wall. The very first kill should have happened there. Bombardier getting away with his life, but Coates is actually the first person to fall.
Already starting up well for Humble Academy right there. Getting the first pick, but then again, 1 minute 15. I'm not looking all too happy up on this timer, I would say. But
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
and again, everything can change in just in a couple of seconds, as we saw as of lately. But so far, it's so good for Humble Academy. They're making ground. They're moving on towards, but they need to start to find ground with a grenade. No! Almost blows himself up with it.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Oh boy. Andrea, we got this one on cam, and we will send it to you, and we will put the nasty words in it to make you feel ashamed.
It's a funny way of saying it. We're gonna put nasty words on it. But yeah, that was really
Attackers bomb
unfortunate.
diffuser has
Oh,
been
no, that's not
dropped.
even true. So Andrea just jumping in like a
Whoa!
crackhead, and it's super to grab 2 kills. Are you kidding me? That second kill was absolutely insane, and he finds it like
15
excellently
seconds
well.
left.
Bart is falling as well, so this could be the match, or sorry, not the match, but the map for Goldinis, and it is Neron. And we are going to Oregon. So Trippin, you won't get to see. You will probably not catch your champion semifinals match, or sorry, quarterfinals match anytime
Well,
soon.
ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, Goldinis go from Clubhouse away 7-4, and with that, it's gonna go on to Oregon. My oh my. What is this going on?
I don't know. You need to check some people's mouses. I don't know what's going on with these people, but
Nah, not gonna accuse everyone on cheating and shit like this, cause
nah, it's the Siege community. What do you mean? Everybody accuse
uh,
everybody of cheating.
so alright, for anyone who does cheat or does whatever nasty shit, like I think it goes against the spirit of competitiveness, and if you want to prove yourself you're the best and need some extra tools that others don't have access to, like you're pretty much just showing me that you're a worthless piece of shit and you shouldn't exist. So please remove yourself from this world. Thank you. But with that being said, it's gonna go into a small little break, getting us ourselves ready for Oregon. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just in a second.
Now gets taken down. Creed, he's on a tear right now. It looks like it could be a flawless round, but never mind. F2 takes those words right out of my mouth and shoves them back right in my face. F2 nearly gets a second flick and actually takes down Adrian. Still think he's gone discount, however, takes down Pit as now F2, he's going to need to ace clutch. He gets the third, and that's diffuser down on the floor. This does not look likely, but if anyone can do it, it is F2. He's going to swing round, takes down discount, but GNX with the swing. F2
Get all of them and ooh! I saw it be very crossfire through the hole and the angle through there. One more pushing Will Smith by the third. Yes, he does! The first round is all on splits. God is doing insane so I've got so hyped at this time.
Yeah, I mean, 40 seconds left. 4 of these remaining attacks to find something in this round, and they're still hunting down Spliz downstairs.
And discount, he goes down. It's
Creed
all
is
on Creed.
Oh, never mind. I cast a curse set. My bad. Well, especially when you have the SMG-11 and the shotgun like this, it definitely is very winnable. Especially when F2's not worked you wrong way, and the smoke grenade is able to take down that kill PG in this round. But the plant goes down. Creed, is he aware of the position? But he's also going to have to try and hold this angle. But he peeks slowly, and that's going to be the end of it. Creed's one amazing clutch there.
Then instead, they're going to move into Jim. Hunter getting aggressive, Hunter at the perfect time just to catch out discount. Sledge took away after shooting, went for that reload. Watch out for the pin being pulled out below. So dropping down the hatch, finds himself a double kill. Adrian really picked to find a third kill. That's thermite, that's the diffuser.
But I mean, Hunter. Give him the ball. Yeah, give him the ball back. So takes the ball player. That will be incredible. That will be one of the best plays. Thermite doesn't have to finish. Find one. On to 10. On the window. Go for the swings. Let's go for the pre-fire. Discount on the prone, but the 1v2, the 1v4 clutch, so winnable. All in the hands of Spliz. Have to go for the hatch drop. We'll have Adrian pushing up. He finds the headshot. Will he make the 1v4? He's on 1 HP though. You know the member is lower main stairs. He can give the defuse if he wants to, and he could stick it. 8 remaining. Creed will go for the triple up. Stick it though. Really go for the swing. Spliz has to find the kill, but dropping back is wasting so much time. He could possibly stick it though. Creed's gonna be able to sprint up the stairs. Time's ticking. Finds the kill, but
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the ever so titled exciting map named Oregon for this matchup between Goldinis and Humble Academy. I am absolutely completely blown away so far from this match. I'm still Terrell, and this is still 1B who's absolutely not sorting out his shit or something. No. Welcome on stream, Sweepy. You down to be ready? Well,
Nah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
yeah, right. Then let's without further ado, let's send it on to Oregon. Last map for tonight. And the winner advances further on, and the loser all gonna sit in the minor league for this season. And starting off the usual ban phase, let me guess who's gonna be first ban? It's gonna be Thatcher.
Let's see. I usually see different bans, but I feel like I jinxed it. Like usually
No.
people like to ban a Flores or there you go, a Flores paired with the Habana, just because both I almost called them agents. I keep thinking of Valorant, but like for Habana, she has the ability to get open hatches, but also hard breach walls as well. She's very good on Oregon, and then for Flores, okay, never mind. It's gonna be that.
Told you Thatcher gonna get banned.
My lord. So now Flores is open, and Flores is actually really, really good on this map as well because he can remove a lot of utility. He can blow up shields, he can blow up ADSs, and he can do all of that at once with only one rotation. So it's a mystery as to why Goldinis went with that and didn't go with Flores instead of and just went with the Thatcher instead. That's a mystery. But Kaid. That's not too surprising, nor is the Valkyrie ban.
Well, I guess no one there to change up the meta.
Not at all. But we got some score updates as well. So T4 Gatekeepers, like I said earlier, won 7-5 on the first map against Team Invictum. And then for the second map, they absolutely smashed it. Won 7-1 against Team Invictum to take the series 2-0. And now they move on to round 3 along with Team Praetorian.
Hold on. By the way, for Team Goldinis, if you motherfuckers got time to watch the stream, like, could have you just, let's say, not fuck up Skyscraper? like, don't watch our stream. Like, watch your own gameplay for fuck's sake. Thank you very much. Either way, as right now stuff comes in, I guess we get some updates on some matches. I think Tier 4 Gatekeepers has won over Team Invictum 7-1. That means they're going further, and whoever wins this one is gonna go up against Tier 4 Gatekeepers, and well, either way, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be interested to see like who's gonna come out on this. It's gonna be Goldinis.
Attackers are
Pretty
moving out
much
to locate a bomb and defuse
I
it.
think it's safe to say. I'm just gonna make an assumption. Since Humble is an Italian org, this probably you have the matchup between Germany and Italy.
Does that have historical context to it?
I guess in football.
Oh, in football, right? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but then again, I don't watch football because I don't care. But then again, I know like someone who does care and who's gonna get tortured if it's gonna take on for another 50 minutes. And with that being said, Andrea was gonna fall on the first, thanks to the hands of Neron.
Neron getting the first opening pick, and it takes off Andrea, takes off a man on the side of Humble Academy, and like I said, it leaves the men down, but Goldinis are in a good spot here. Again, they get that first pick, they remove a body off the board, and they get some pretty important map control towards that master bedroom area. Now we see Neron repelling into Hungry, getting, again, that map control, making that space for his team, and getting that first entry kill, and it looks decent for Goldini so far, but they have to find themselves another if they want this attack to suffice, because even with a man down, defenders on Oregon can still make a round come out of their asses. And for the most part, if there is another pick to be had, Neron will probably be the unlucky party. There is a yellow ping, there is a nade, and he does confirm it while also getting swung on by Bart with the Mossberg in hand. And at the moment, it's a 4v3 man advantage for Cyber. Again, they're in a good spot, but Humble Academy, even with the man, still have on the defense.
Well, right now, 4 versus 3. And it looks like Goldinis is making great progress. Side is already open, but Struzo on the other hand, he wants to destroy this one. Brumberg, he goes down. As it's now just a 3 versus 3. And Super making himself a great line of sight as I'm gonna sneeze myself and wake up, and in the meantime, Struzo will find another kill. It's gonna be Super, but Cokes, he's gonna find his gun skills and he's gonna use them to great advantage. Struzo will go down. As it's all down on board and Nogwolf for Humble Academy side. It's Cokes in D7. We'll need to pick up the defuse and we'll get it planted on. C4 is gonna get blown up. No clue where this one's gonna connect, but Bard will find D7 as he reveals himself on the doorway, leaving it all down to Cokes to do it as he comes around the corner. Drop shots, Bard! He wins and doesn't lose out against the shotgun, and it's a 1 versus 1 SMG 11 versus the freaking LMG. 10 seconds left, smokes are coming out. Will Cokes do it? Or will Nago stop it? And Nago will stop and Humble Academy win this first round. Boy, oh boy. Cokes doing everything what he can to make this one work for his team, but whew, we're starting it off with a banger.
Phew. Just trades back and forth between both teams, like what happened towards the latter end of Clubhouse. Well, I would have said in the middle of the Clubhouse match, but we saw a lot of trades go back and forth between both teams, and the rounds looked extremely close. I mean, Goldinis did come out with the map win 7-3, but
Attackers
for
need
the
to
most part,
locate
most
and
of those rounds
defuse
were very,
bombs.
very close to begin with. And just like how this round was, that was extremely close. Way too close for both of those teams, and it is Humble Academy to come out on top. Coke, sorry. With the LMG, we're in the LMG meta. These LMGs are just like way too good, and in that sense, he probably should have gotten a kill. You can spray and pray, you can pre-fire with it, and you don't run out of bullets. And it also the LMGs also don't have recoil, so that could have been winnable for him. It just didn't happen, and it's unfortunate for
10 seconds
Goldinis, and
remaining.
Cokes will be a little bit upset with that. But
Okay, how many
5 seconds left.
times are you gonna fuck this one up his name?
what happened?
This is like every
Attackers
single
must
time it's gonna
locate
come
and
up,
defuse the bomb.
you're fucking it up.
Calibrating air compression.
What?
Oh boy.
What happened?
Cokes' name. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cokes' name.
I
Sorry, I
think
keep calling
if we
Cox.
would got like if we would have like a jar, like a swear jar for
Oh, no,
Gordon
don't do this.
Ramsay, I think you probably would put all your lunch money in there right now.
Nah, come on. To be fair, that's how I've always said it. Nobody has said anything. So
But I had to say, like, you're more graced just to fuck up Cokes' name than I was with yesterday, with some people who had probably the most horrible names to pronounce out in their full sentence. So I guess you're lucky on this one. You shall be forgiven to a degree. But either way, that drone shall not be forgiven, as the shotgun from Bard will take it out, which is a great major time and great major loss for this one. But still 2 minutes now on the clock. So for Goldinis, trying to make some gains.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, they have made some type of stride into the map. Struso is on flashing red HP. They just haven't confirmed that kill. And if Reiku's not careful, actually not Reiku, sorry, if the Nago is not careful, he could be caught out on the rotation, but it's Reiku to get the first pick into this game. Cokes is dead, and that's to think it down and out for the count. So that removes the LMG, that removes those frag grenades. All in all, it removes a lot of utility and the ability to heal your teammates when they are on very low HP. Minute and 28 left to go for the attackers, and at the moment they have some map control, but they don't have a kill in their name. Humble Academy have all 5 of their players, whereas Goldinis are a man down, and it's one of their main entry fraggers, Cokes, down and out for the account. But they do have the Ayana in play with those frag grenades, and one of them is going to be tossed out. It doesn't confirm a kill, but I think it does do a lot of damage to Strusu, who is now on, again, he was already on flashing red HP, very low HP, and he's now on even lower HP. I think that is about like 10 or 15 HP. All I know is that if anybody kisses this man or even blows a breath of air into his face, he's dead.
Well, 45 seconds left.
Attackers
Goldinis
have
need to
recovered their
do
diffuser.
something, otherwise they're not gonna be able to
Attackers dropped the
make this
diffuser.
one last for them. But I see Bart with the
Attackers
shotgun
recovered
and
the
just
diffuser.
waiting for it. And yes, there you go. Super will get him. We're not gonna see anything off it. But we'll see a grenade fly, bro. It's gonna fly him from back here. No, he's gonna actually dodge the grenade as well. What's going on? Nero will fall. Nero will fight through, so excuse me, but
Bomb located by
how
attackers.
did Bart survive
15
this?
seconds
Grenades
remaining.
flying onto nothing will happen. Reika will take out Nero and
Attackers
just
have
the
located
7
a
left for
bomb.
Goldinis, 10
Attackers have
seconds
dropped the bomb
left. And
diffuser.
ladies and
10 seconds to
gentlemen,
go.
Andrea will give Humble Academy round 2 for them. What? How did Bart survive this? Impossible.
Possible for Bart, but also Strosso should have been killed much earlier as well. He had nades tossed at him. Um, he had nades tossed at him by pillars, as we are going to head into another post because it is would not be an Ubisoft game without some bugs, and the sound bug has been the most infamous of them all. And we're gonna have a rehost because of it, but also for some updates around the league, around qualifiers. At Sports take this serious against Geeks Energy 2-0. The very first map they won 7-1 in dominating fashion. The second map a lot similar, except this was a 7-2 win, but still a dominating win nonetheless. So Adden Sports move over into round 3 in order for their journey to continue on into the major leagues if they do qualify.
Well, looks like we're back onto the for you all, but well, eh, uh, can you say like I think overall like were the attacks on both sides better or were the defense better? Clubhouse is definitely we're gonna say attack were the strongest side on, but skyscraper like I feel like
Mm,
it's hard to say
whatever.
like 4-3 like it definitely looks like defenses doesn't look all too good for like both sides. It's just not really coming into play.
That last round though from Humble Academy was like very dominating though. So I mean,
Yeah, which is weird because it goes completely against the trend of like from the previous 2 rounds or like 2 maps, I should say. So could this well maybe Humble Academy's let's say secret weapon, like their ace up their sleeve, Oregon, or could this just backfire on them?
I feel like Skyscraper was the ace up their sleeve because that was Godina's map pick, and Godini's looked a bit stunned every time. Like Humble, like we're in every round, Godini's looked stunned by everything that Humble Academy did, and it every time a Humble Academy player like did something or made a play, got a kill, whatever. The Godini players in that map just looked completely stunned. Um, Oregon, I don't feel like is that much different from Clubhouse. I think it will be a lot closer than Clubhouse. Um, and I feel like we might go into overtime. I don't know. It's just a hunch. I usually don't like to predict those type of things, but like it's just a hunch. I feel like we will go into overtime. It's only a matter of time before we see Godini's win an attacking round, and I don't know. I feel like they'll probably win it in this next one. We'll see.
So the longer it goes, more time we're gonna rob off of Trippin for his match. So well, I like to see him go first. So anyway, let's just gotta try to get up the lobby quick up again because I definitely want to see like who's gonna come out on top on this one because I'm excited for it as we're now trying to fill out everyone in into the lobby, and then we're soon gonna be in for a nice treat. But yeah, so far, if you wanted, well, if you're gonna put out prediction on who's gonna win, who do you have? Whose money you got your side on?
Probably Humble Academy, honestly. To be fair, I just it was for Clubhouse we saw Godinez go like 5-1 up, and then for Humble Academy they didn't quite give up, and it was very dominating on the very first map, very a lot closer on the second map, but it probably shouldn't have been that close. Godini had that a little bit more comfortably, and what we see from Humble Academy is that even when they're knocked down a little bit, they fight back, and it's not the same story with Goldinis. I feel like we will see Humble Academy take this serious. If not, if not Humble Academy and if Goldinis take it, it will be a lot closer.
Well, I'm gonna be curious on who's gonna make it because I feel like Oregon should play into Goldini's hand quite well, but these two attacks, well, they weren't really how to say it. They weren't really up to par at all, at least compared to how Clubhouse went. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how this is gonna go out because it might as well just probably gonna be turn out like another skyscraper, which again, like Humble won that pretty pretty darn well as soon as they got the foot rolling. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Like we're definitely right now missing just 2 players, and then we're pretty much all good set to go. And sending you straight back into getting onto Oregon, but man, I've expected. Well, let's be honest, I didn't expect anything today because today was pretty much me just putting up my feet up and enjoying gaming. But now I'm sitting here watching pretty much 2 teams duke it out in, I would say, in some of the most spectacular ways as of right now seen. So, well, definitely going to be a roller coaster, and we're just going to check on if everyone is ready, and then we're good to freaking go.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
mean,
just reading 1 second. Well, 1 second is over. If you managed to peacocks, then you did. If not, well, I don't give a shit. Time to wet your pants.
nah, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't expecting this type of matchup from both of these teams. To be honest, I don't even know what I was really expecting because I haven't watched any of these teams play before, apart from watching Humble Academy only play once. So it's a nice match to see. I mean, it exceeds my expectations if I had any, but it's a nice match to watch so far across all 3 maps, despite the first map not being close whatsoever. I really did have a fun time. I really am having a fun time like watching and commentating over this because every play is like interesting to watch, no matter how small.
Either way, we're ready up, and we're now going in on to round number 3, if I'm correct. And we're just gonna have to see 2-0 lead for Humble Academy. Will Goldinis bounce back from this, or will Humble Academy just steal the show for today? One thing we're gonna be sure that the Humble Academy will go on to meeting and kitchen. So it looks like I feel like dining and kitchen always used to be, let's say, the third spot, but I guess it has changed now by quite a while.
Yeah. Ever since the rework, a lot of teams would rather pick meeting hall kitchen over dining kitchen. So I understand why. It takes a lot more to
Attackers need
defend
to
dining
locate and
kitchen than it
defuse
does
bombs.
to defend meeting hall kitchen. At least in my honest opinion, you still have to have like the top floor extension like you would if this were dining kitchen, but it takes a lot less to defend than if you were to again defend the other site that I mentioned. I don't want to repeat it again. Yeah. But
Well,
ooh, the attacker retake. Four of them come out.
yeah, see, I'm someone who comes from a time where this wasn't even been docked.
10 seconds
It's
to
like
insertion.
you just had to predict the enemy team.
5
the
seconds
right
left.
way. Which now again I feel like it's absolutely bullshit because you can always have the
Attackers'
best
objective is to
setup
locate a
right
bomb
there
and defuse it.
and ready to roll. Interestingly enough, D7 picking up the Finca, which I would say in Kirksand has proven, let's say, very, very deadly. So
Ready. Coming into play.
yeah.
Benji is ready.
We got again the top floor extension that I didn't mention. You still have to do the top floor extension because you want to hold off the attic push. The attic having that hatch, the all important hatch in order, or not really. Sorry, not the hatch. My fault. But it does have a hatch right. Also, you can if you get control of attic as an attacker and you get the main wall and meeting open, you can get a plant down by that wall and meeting, and then hold the angle from above where that maverick was mavericking, and
Bomb has been
hold the
located.
diffuser from there because you can put to that stage. But at the moment, we see some hard breach utility being used. The maverick, I think, was using his blowtorch in order to scout out some utilities that was or would have been used on that wall. The first kill going into Coke's way. right near that rear stage area. He grabs Bart, and that
Attackers have
removes, I
dropped the bomb
believe, one of
diffuser.
the main players in sight, or well, near that connector hallway. So they don't have a player playing there to counter this push or put pressure onto these attackers. They instead now have to rotate into the line of sights that these attackers have created from not only the rear stage area, but also from above, again, from those vertical angles that I was just talking about. They do have a Thunderbird in attic as well, so the attackers take note of this and take note of the fact that there is no defenders up there. They can not only have control of this top floor area in attic, but they can also have that Thunderbird there as a form of killing for themselves. Another kill this time goes out for Humble Academy, but it's quickly traded out by Super. Goldinis having such a good time here, but they're not being careful. Reiku there onto the rear stage player, and now it's D7 to finally get the refrag. But that was a small overlook that could be huge to the outcome of this round if they're not too careful. Smoke could just as well swing from this connector hallway, but he gets swung on, and it's 7 to confirm that kill. And now we see a 3v1. Andrea has to rotate. He has to find 3 kills with his own in order to confirm this third round in a row for his team. But at the moment, Goldinis are in complete control. They have 3 players alive compared to him just being by himself. Can he confirm 1? He can't. He's stuck near that lobby area. So now he's going to rotate to security. But I believe there is already a player near the dining room area, and he gets absolutely smacked by D7 holding a tight angle, and it is a first round on the attack for.
Well, a turn of events. It looks like that rehost gave probably Goldinis a bit of a, I don't know, maybe the turnaround they needed. We'll see if they're going to be able to pick it up and keep continuing. But one thing aside, Humble Academy will be able to go back onto kids and dorms. So should be definitely more on a bomb side that they should feel comfortable on. But so far, I would say Meaty Kitchen, that one completely a
Attackers need
blowout.
to locate and defuse bombs.
Completely a blowout on Humble Academy. So Goldini secured himself already 1 round. So good for them. But we're just gonna have to see, like, they need to deliver on the other bomb sides as well. Otherwise, Humble Academy may just gonna win over this and gonna further on advance. And well, let me tell you this. It is a lot better to sit in major than sitting in the minor. Because if I remember correctly, which then some certain voice in the background can correct me easily, four teams out of the major will advance from the playoffs and only 2 from the minor. So you basically got to be like first or second from minor in order to go on to the playoffs, or you just pretty much need to save your ass from the majors to 4th place, and you're pretty much good to go to fight for the prize money. But boy, oh boy, let me tell you, in the major, it's way more easier, obviously.
Yeah, both of these teams are going to look for a direct path into. They're going to look for a direct path into the major leagues instead of having to do the hard work in qualifying through the minor leagues, which is again a lot of hard work, because not only is the minor leagues is very competitive, and so you're facing against a lot of teams that are at your level, so it's not like a concrete idea of who will get first, second place in order to get that automatic promotion spot. So both of these teams are going to look for that direct in there at first. Then we hear, maybe this is another sound bug, I think, but the first kill, Struso grabbing the first pick into this round onto Neron, and that's a good entry pick for Humble Academy. They take out that Ayana, and that in turn removes a lot of utility on the attack. You remove those grenades, the Gon 6, and also the ability to have a human sized drone in the Ayana herself. But again, it's Humble Academy with the man advantage and the lead so far in this round.
So far being overshadowed by pretty much the drone gray noise right here, but man, this game is just as reliable as an Alfa Romeo from the 80s or 90s or early 2000s. But hey, welcome to Siege. This is still Hasman for plenty of freaking years. But again, 1 minute 15. The shots are going to fly through around. Goldini's trying to make a push for it, but still with the Yana down, not really having, let's say, the greatest way to get as much intel through. So still holding on onto that attic, and also the wall being open. It's a bit quite dangerous, but Bart Bart underneath, he will get cokes. With the shotgun especially, I always love to see
Attackers
this
have
one
dropped
out.
the
The
bomb
D7
diffuser.
actually an addict trying to fight for Bart actually with the C4 underneath. Super will fall and another one will fall. That's going to be Brumberg. Yes, Andrea will find it and Reiko is going to find D7. And ladies and gentlemen, Humble Academy will make a flawless round. What a bounce back.
Flawless round to cap off domination, as we are going to rehost again, because again we just have the sound book. It's question marks from the players, and honestly, to be fair, the sound bug is again just plaguing this game, how it has been for the very since the very beginning of the season. So we are going to get it again, and you are going to see our lovely faces on air right now, as again we
I
are
hope,
rehosting.
hope you're not growing tired, or I hope you're not having any urgent to puke or something, because trust us, we also do not like to be always there on, because we always have to put on very quickly. But still, so far a massive comeback from Humble Academy up on this one. So really, you gotta ask yourself like, how does this gonna go out? Because on one hand, you can have like, if it's like really you have it like this right now. That meeting and kitchen that was horrible from Humble Academy. Goldinis got their great blow, but like kids now this one that was just like Humble Academy roll through, steamrolled through, and even basement
Hmm.
being like chaotic one. Like still like Goldinis can't rely on themselves and just winning like let's say one bomb side. They need to pull out something for their attacks, or otherwise on the defense. The they need to defense, they are not allowed to make any mistake if they still have a chance. Definitely right now, Humble Academy looking as strong as well, pretty much as skyscraper was. Pretty much
Yeah.
fixed. So but yeah.
It's like you said, just Humble Academy winning on the stronger sites on the map. Meeting hall and kitchen is an offsite. Usually teams don't like to go there. They don't want to go there. It's the same thing with kitchen and dining. Both of those sites just tend to be offsites. They're not favored towards the defenders whatsoever, just because of how the rooms are constructed. At least for meeting hall, most definitely. So if they at least we see Goldinis beat them on an offsite, but they have to beat them on a site where it would not be normal for an attack to win. So that means that they have to win a site. They have to win like either the top floor site or a basement site, because again, like you said, they can't rely on winning on an offsite choice from the defenders. They have to win one a site that they probably shouldn't be winning, and we're not seeing that at the moment in the two rounds that Humble Academy have went to those on meta sites, or those sites that are more favorable towards the defenders. They've won them like in flawless fashion or almost flawless fashion, and we haven't seen Godini's come like close to them whatsoever. So they need to find some sort of like consistency on their attacks between these rounds, because for Oregon, it's about who can attack better, not who can defend better. Because we all know that people can defend on Oregon, but we need to know if
Uh,
attack on there. Okay, maybe Clubhouse wasn't the best. Like,
yeah, Clubhouse wasn't, let's say, the best example for this one, but still.
but
Either way, I think now with like the second, third, I don't I've lost count. Whatever rehost, like let's see, maybe we'll see again another momentum change, maybe a mental reset, whatever. Like maybe some new stuff gonna get figured out and comes out, but boy oh boy, 3-1 lead for Humble Academy, still on the defense, looking strong. I'm just wondering how it will go
Hello,
for
team.
Goldie. They need to make more attacks. They need to make sure to win those, or otherwise, like because on defense they don't have a very tall order to do so, and I wouldn't be want to be stuck in their shoes. That's for damn sure.
yeah, it's the Oregon tends to be more favored towards the defense, like Clubhouse would be. And so even with that fact, even if it when Godini's or if Godini's fall like to a 5-1, or like a 5-1 lead, that's probably too much to ask for them on their defense to play catch up with Humble Academy. Uh, so they need to find these last 2 rounds to tie it up so that they can make this half more competitive when they do switch onto the defense. Because Humble Academy have looked good on their attack across all maps. And now they're looking really good on their defense as well. If they find the same success that they did on their attacks on Clubhouse and Oregon, it's going to be very scary for Goldinis.
Wait. It's now time to hop back in onto Oregon. Well, again, for the 15th time already. Round 5, Humble Academy. Still, again, just to refresh y'all, 3-1 lead. And Humble Academy will go down onto Laundry and Supply. And, well, interestingly enough, we see a Ying from Goldinis. Well, maybe probably subject to change, but well, curious. Maybe Goldini has a plan now. Maybe they will bring something out of the hat, which we thankfully haven't seen.
I shall see. Oh, well, actually, Ying on Oregon makes a lot of sense. She has those Candelas, and with those Candelas,
Defenders, protect your bombs
you can
from being
flash
defused
people,
by
you can
attackers.
clear out areas where the defenders are hiding, because if they hear a Candela at them, chances are they are going to run, or they're going to take the gunfight at you. So you can either expect to push or expect to just clear out of the area that they were nesting in. But, I mean, she does bring a lot to the table, but maybe we'll see the attacker repick in its strength here, maybe being inside feature, but it looks like he's going to stick it for now. For the defense, we see a Mozzie. With the Mozzie, you can catch drones and gather intel with those drones. And then for Mira, she's not, she doesn't have drones, but she has mirror windows, and with those mirror windows, you can also collect intel as well. You can see people, but they can't see you. But with the recent changes, not recent changes, but recent, not so recent changes to Mira, the attackers can break those windows. So if they break those windows, then you can't see what's on the other side of that mirror. But both of those operators do offer a lot in terms of what they bring to the table intel-wise. Not really anything else other than that. I mean, they both have good guns. The Vector and the D10 both very good guns, respectfully. But for D7, what I'm expecting to see from this round is a ton of aggression from Goldinis. And maybe we'll see a different round result than what we've seen for the past, I want to say, past 3 rounds or 4 rounds, 5 rounds, where again on these very defenders.
The SEC we're definitely running out of fucking things to talk to, because we will definitely want to see the conclusion of this now, because I'm pretty sure everyone is just excited as us as we are to see this, but we just can't stress ourselves through anymore. This way too long time wasting games. We need it fast, we need it quick. As it looks to be like already 1 minute is off the clock for Goldinis. So far, I don't see much besides from that downstairs control. Already can feel like the hatch going open right there. Lots of explosion, but a lot of gunfight exchange as well. D7 will find Raku, making it the first one up for this round. Boy, oh boy.
That's a good pick, though.
Did not drop in.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
See, they have this Ying above this hatch, or above E-Box hatch. Sorry, I said this hatch, but above E-Box hatch. And what she can do is throw a Candela towards pillars. Also, you have, I said Coax, because Coax has been on this finger, but Neron on the finger throws some nades for that double door. And pillars, here comes the Candelas. There's a player to the left, but he goes instead deeper into pillars, not into by himself. He had himself 3D, but he's probably going to get shot from behind inside of this site. Here goes one for D7. Can he find himself second? Barchi finds him, but he can't find himself second. 7 goes down, and it's a 2 between both teams. You see the smoke and elbow, and he has the Mossberg in hand. So if the player in Tarps, or I'm so sorry, if Coax in Tarps decides to push him, he might as well be dead. But both of these players are going to play together in Pillar. The first kill goes in Humble Academy's favor. There goes Andreas to fall Coax, and now we see Super in a 1v2 situation. He's in the pillar area, going into E-Box, prepping himself a nade, gonna throw it towards elbow, and it's immediately ADS. That is heartbreaking to see. That's a nice headshot though on a swing from Naguo. I don't know why he swung X, and now we see 1v these
10
two
seconds
players,
left.
Super and Andrea, the Sledge and the Mira. Mira is inside a freezer, but Super doesn't know about it, has his back turned, and Andrea is there to capitalize.
Probably a bit more intel would have helped Goldinis on this one, but 4-1 right now for Humble Academy. Last defense round for them. If they can put this on a 5-1, I would say it's safe to say they're pretty much secured on the attack, at least. Like, but right now, Goldinis is struggling hard on this one, and as it looks to be, like, Humble Academy is forced to go on to Meeting and Kitchen, and well,
Attackers
if
need to locate
Goldinis
and
can
defuse
just
as many bombs
replicate
as they
this, just go out with a 2-4, you know, they still got a nice and good shot, but it's gonna be a
Bomb
tough one
located by
because
attackers.
I would say mental is probably down. They're not feeling all too great. They're making lots of many mistakes, like not careful enough. It's just like they're not on their A game at all right now. But they need to find it quickly, unless they want to be thrown in straight into the minor league.
10 seconds left before
Small
insertion.
little mistakes turning out to be the biggest for Goldinis in that round. It was just
5 seconds
overlooking
remaining.
a lot of like the positionings that could have easily been droned out, like you said,
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
for them, and they just didn't do it. I think back to when the Ying Condellaed into the site from Ebon's hatch, and there was a player in the corner of the site that could have been a freebie for her, but instead she went towards pillars instead, and got, like, I think 1 kill, and then got smoked immediately from a player playing an elbow, and then that player that was like in that corner in sight actually got a kill on a player from Ebon. So again, it's just some little small mistakes that go text, and it's turning out to be the biggest. And it's not like they'll get it next round. It's been like 6 rounds. They need to get it now, and they need to find this 4-2 half this, because that's the best they can do. They can't get 3-3 anymore. It's now a 4-2. That's the highest they can achieve. But Coates is already inside the building in the second floor hallway, but in dorms, but he's over again. The lack of intel just bites Goldinis' ass, and Coates ball, D7 jump, big window, grab himself a kill, but he's left the worst to worst gunfight, and now he's on flashing. Not only is he on, but that is about 5 HP. He is like basically dead in the next gunfight that he takes.
Interestingly enough, you got the line, you got pretty much, you know, you can get great intel. You just can force people just not to move for just like a split second or whatever, but still, like, still losing Cokes despite with the line on. It feels like a great major loss, and boy oh boy, this definitely backfired on them right now, because they lost now a great gun, pretty much a great gun right now onto this, but Humble Academy perfectly capitalizing on whatever tiny mistakes they're doing. And right now 1 minute 10 left, like D7 is hella low as shit. And so Boombeshi, Neron, and Super, they are still in the fight. They are still there, but like it looks like Humble Academy has them way too great under control, and Goldinis is, I would say, they're just struggling to find their foot right now. They're just, I would say, maybe a bit scared. They're frightened.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, look at D7's health right now. I mean, all of them are actually, apart from D7, on full HP, but D7 is the only one on this team that is very low. The first kill, though, goes in the way of Goldinis. They do find a route into this game, but it's quickly taken away by Bart's 3v3. Both teams at an even man count. That's a weird nitro soul from Bart, but he anyways, and he loses it in the process. Now coming on 15 seconds left to go for the attack, and Goldinis need to make a push happen here. They need to find a way to pinch these players inside of the site from not only the dining room area, but also from servers, but they can't do it. They just get absolutely decimated every time they want. They can't do it because there's always a Humble Academy player there to disrupt it. There is like, what is that thing from Scooby-Doo? Like you meddling kids? Yeah, that one. That's exactly what Humble Academy are.
Ball 5-1, and Humble Academy is now going on attack, and I am not like Is it safe to say that this one will go to Humble Academy, or is there a chance for Goldinis just to
Defenders protect
pretty
the
much
bombs
make the
from being
complete
defused by
reverse
attackers.
sweep now and just like go straight in one line? Just 6 in a row.
They have to. I mean,
Well, they need to,
they
otherwise,
need
like,
to.
goodbye.
they're going to. I mean, it's not too bad. They're going to minor leagues. I know.
No,
Don't
it's
tune me
still
out.
like I still want to be in the major, like even though I
Yeah,
probably would do shit and stuff, because then again it's like I'm still holding a prestigious spot, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. I mean, to be fair, it for the most part when Humble Academies were on its
10
basis,
seconds
it
to
just looked
insertion.
completely one-sided. It reminds me of
5
what
seconds to
Goldinis
go.
were doing when they were on their attacks on Skyscraper when Humble Academy won those 4
Attackers
rounds
are
in a
moving
row.
out to
They just
locate
looked
a bomb
scared.
and
They
defuse
looked
it.
static. They didn't know what to do after like losing a man or even after getting the first kill. They just were at a standstill and they were way too slow. And Humble Academy capitalized. But now Humble Academy are on attack and Goldinis are now on the defense, the more favored side on this map. And so we might see a comeback for them. But I doubt it because Humble Academy have momentum in their favor. And when momentum is good for a team inside of any FPS games, it's good and it turns into like a considerable win for them. And there you go, the first pick goes in their favor.
Well, D7, Jaeger off the board. That one's gonna sting a lot. Bart's gonna be able the one who sits the first Shana on there, but now we're gonna see Andrea is gonna open up the attic side to get up with Bart. And if someone from Goldini is sneaky enough, he can try for the peak, but will be immediately taken off by Bart as soon as they decide to. Well, one's gonna come in. It still is jammed though, which not looking out to great wonders. But again, that explosive drone doing great work for the side of Humble Academy right there. And as Goldinis have to watch further and further on how they're gonna push through. But ooh, who do we have here? It's a little Coke who's trying to flank and sneak, trying to get a free pick. It looks like he could take Raku, but
Bomb
I
located
would
by
say
attackers.
Raku is definitely aware of Cokes, and if Cokes could see, or either Raku could see through the wall, like they would have been like, hell would have breaking loose already. They would have shot themselves through the wall, but no. It's just that we are all the mighty.
We shall see. I mean, if he had his red boxes up, that would have most definitely been a kill for Cokes, but he doesn't because we don't allow cheaters inside of Talent League unless you are a closeted one. I don't know. I don't know how you detect some people, but Struso does detect Neuron. He gets, oh, not Struso, but this time Reiku gets himself the second, finding his first kill into this round on the attack. Bombarchi is down, so theoretically this is a 1v5 situation and Super cannot find himself a pick because it is a flawless round for Humble Academy, and we see themselves. And now we see them on match point 6-1, a dominating lead so far. And the Goldinis need to find a route back into this game. It's not that they want to, it's that they need to right now, unless they want to be confirmed from minor league.
Well, I guess it's a time for me to repeat myself from from Scriper. Yes. From Skyscraper, ladies and gentlemen, Humble Academy is on match point. And now for the last, potentially for the last time for Goldinis, they will try to go laundry and supply. And boy, oh boy, Humble Academy is just one round away to secure themselves further advancement. And Goldinis, well, they need to win this and 4 another without losing once if they want to just go on to overtime. And the show is on. The pressure is on for sure. No mistakes are allowed anymore. You need to have your A game this very darn second.
5
They
seconds
need
to
to have more
insertion.
in their A game. They need a blessing from some type of god because
Attackers'
this
objective is to
is
locate a bomb and
but
defuse
it's
it.
again it's a 6-1 lead. So I mean, while it doesn't look good for Goldinis, it looks good. It looks great for Humble Academy. They can't possibly throw a 6-1 lead away, right? But like yeah, they shouldn't be throwing this. But anyways, 6-1 lead for them, and now we see them attack onto this basement site. For the most part, it doesn't seem to be any surprises in terms of like operators or So yeah, operator select or anything like that, we see the Flores come out, and for Flores, he can remove a lot of these power positions, like this one being played by Super this on this rear stage stairs. But Bombarchi on a flank could disrupt this push coming in from the attackers. He goes into the connector hallway, into the drone hole, but he doesn't find any drones for his taking. Neron does, but he almost finds himself a kill as well, and also there goes a pick for Roku, though, taking the initiative to push into meeting with that Candela, following up that Candela and grabbing himself that kill. And now we see the rotation coming in from Neron on to Attic. But Super is still on these rear stage stairs, and the only operator that I can think on the side of Humble Academy that can just push him off of here is the Flores. But that mute jammer is going to be a menace, and it's going to be a menace in stopping these drones and stopping the Flores drone in particular. But Neron is finds himself being down by, I believe, I don't even know who he got down by, but it is Bart to claim that kill, and he has a double in this.
3 versus 5, not looking good for Goldinis. 1 minute for the left, though. If they just can't survive this long, they might extend it
Bomb
somehow.
located by
But
attackers.
right now, everything's gonna get open. Hatches are gonna get. Oh, C4 from D7. That's gonna be a huge blow. Ace is out. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Aquil is out of the race, but look, there you go. D7 finally stepping up for his team. He will find Andrea. Cox will find Struzo, making it the 3 versus 2. 1 minute left. Looks like Goldinis are they're gonna fight back. They're not giving up as of yet, but I smell like somebody's gonna rotate up and try to claim a kill, but no, Bart has him covered. Super will fall. D7 and Cox, the last two are remaining for
Attackers have
Goldini's
located a
side.
bomb.
40 seconds left. Reiku and Bart will need to find 2, and they are through. If not, Goldinis will extend it another round. They are trying to fight back. The Candelas are coming in. Smokes are everything out.
Reloading.
Chaos breaks loose as the Humble Academy tries to push further in. They're trying to find picks, but doesn't seem to be like. Shots are getting traded. Bart will find these 50 seconds left. It's all down to Cox. If Goldinis wants to make it, Smokes and Candelas and Rico will plant. Cox is unaware. If shots fall through, and Bart will take it. And ladies and gentlemen, the Italians from Humble Academy will go through. Goldinis are out. They are down onto the minor, and Humble Academy will keep on fighting, and they will make it further on through, ladies and gentlemen. 7-1 on Oregon. Boy, oh boy, you've not seen this one before.
Yeah, Godini that one back because that was most definitely not how Oregon was to pan out. But congratulations are in order for Humble Academy. While they don't confirm themselves for the major league, it's good that they've gotten themselves this far, and that not this win builds their confidence. Not only because the last map was won in such dominating fashion, but this was a tough series for them. I mean, the first 2 maps, the first map wasn't that tough, but the second map was a little bit tougher. Third map, not so much, but they come out on top considerably so, and they look the better team for most of this matchup, and so we see them move on to round 3. Congratulations are in order for them, but for Goldinis, again, they're gonna want that last map back because that was most definitely not how that was supposed to pan out.
Not really, but well, boy, if I still do believe, right, we technically should have an interview, but I guess unfortunately not. It's the qualifiers. Someone is fucking moaning my ear off that they don't want to live anymore. So, well, I guess we're just gonna trip the favor, send him home to his football match. But thanks for watching, at least everyone. Please do check out the Discord on Town Lake if you do want to join us. Do want to maybe sit down, maybe on this side of the screen, decide maybe to cast, maybe observe, maybe produce. Doesn't matter if you're talented or not, if you have experience or not, or we're happy here to help you. We're happy here to give you the great stepping stone. And as there's no sponsors for this season as of yet, maybe you want to join us. Maybe you want to become part of it. Maybe you want to have your name and your place placated all over the place on all over overlays, even get your own commercial in there, then please do reach out. Because as for right now, as you guys all know, entry fees are the reasons why we can get you price boost, but We want to all step away from this. We all want to give the players a chance to qualify and get yourself some stacks and racks. Please do reach out if you want to help us out on this one. And well, with that being said, I guess I'm gonna leave you the lasting word.
Yeah, good match between both of these teams. Unfortunately, it wasn't how Goldinis wanted it to go. But for Humble Academy, again, congratulations are in order because you provide that stepping stone for you, not to really confirm yourselves into major leagues, but to get closer to it if the opportunity does pass you by. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Good luck. And if you're watching the Champions League quarterfinals today between whether that be Liverpool, Man City, Besiktas, whatever, what Besiktas? Sorry, no, Benfica, whatever. Um, Hopefully your team comes out on top, whatever result you want, right? But that is all for me. That is all from Tyrell. If that is all from you, and we will see you guys tomorrow. And also, there is a match on Friday as well.
Have a great one. Goodbye. Bye bye.